I'm the flyest motherfucker at the kickback. Not a competition, little boy with a wrist that. Meet me in the bathroom, I don't want to chit chat. She not a boyfriend.
Gangi's on the podcast.
What's happening? This is crazy.
Man, welcome to the Kickback.
Thank you.
Episode 70.
Thank you.
72.
Whoa, you're already on 72?
I'm trying to get to 100 before the end of the year. I feel like I can make it happen.
Yeah, why not?
I feel like I can probably get to like 90 by the end of the month.
Dang, that's impressive.
I think I can do it.
I think you could get hit 100 easy.
Right?
Yeah, easy.
They just back to back.
Yeah.
And I've had did I get one yesterday? I did get a podcast yesterday.
Oh, you did?
So I've been having one, or trying to at least have one like every single day.
Oh, shit. So you're busy. Busy guy over here.
I try my best. But I need to get like an SD card or something, or not SD card, like the SSD drives, just so I have more storage space. I'm fucking running out.
No, literally my PC is like struggling with space right now. I have so much music on there, it's crazy.
You've been working on music like crazy. Yeah, I've seen since high school, bro.
Yeah, literally.
Have you seen like a difference in your music?
Oh yeah, of course. Just like, and the whole aspect of it, from like my recording process to just editing process, is like changed a lot.
Is it faster?
It's a lot faster. It's a lot faster. Like, and it's at the point now where I don't really think about it. I just do it. Like I don't think about it. I just sit down and I go. It's like automatic for me at this point.
I said automatically just go with the flow.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
You've been working on music since high school, bro. It's been like what, 5 years almost?
5 years. That sounds right. Damn, we getting old.
But I remember walking around. I like watching the vlogs every once in a while.
Yeah.
So I see you in there, and I'm like, well, I gotta have Chris on here.
Yeah. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate the invite. This is awesome. I seen other people on here, and I was like, dude, this shit is dope. I love that. You know, you're creating your own thing. You're creating your own path. And like when I see you do it, it only makes me want to do my shit even more.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. I see it as like another creator trying to chase his dream, so it makes it easier for me to be like, okay, I'm not the only one.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Creating.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I mean, we live in a world where they tell you that you shouldn't do it anymore.
Yeah, literally.
There's limitations to it.
I see it like, it's weird if you think about it. They tell us to follow our dreams our whole life, and then as soon as we hit that certain age, though, it's like, do you really want to chase it? You know what I mean?
What do you think is that age? Like around what time era?
I would say like 18, because I feel like 18 was when you start getting pressure from everybody around you of kind of like
facing reality.
What's next? You know what I mean? Like what's next? And when in reality, we don't even know what's next. Nobody does. You know what I mean?
To be honest, like even the generation before us don't even know what was next. They're still trying to figure it out themselves. You know, so it's kind of it's a lot of pressure when they tell you, "Hey, figure this shit out." But I don't got to figure it out either.
Yeah,
it's hard.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like they're older than you are. And it's like they're telling you to figure it out, and then you look and you're kind of like, do you have it figured out? You know what I mean?
But you can't say that because you know they're like the older person.
You just say, okay. I don't know. At this point, I got good at ignoring people, to be honest. Just
how do you think you got to that?
I think just over time, like I just started realizing like, everybody on the outside isn't going to get me where I want to be. They're not going to be the ones that are going to stay there and be like, nah, keep going.
Yeah.
Only I could do that. So why listen to them if they're not going to give me the advice I need? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because like once you make it, you already know they're going to be like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was better than you.
I knew it.
yeah. I predicted it. And it's like now your success has become their success.
Yeah.
We see that a lot.
Yeah.
A lot more often. Do you think school, because that's where we met in high school, like towards the end of high school?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like that's where we started like more talking to each other.
Oh, yeah. In high school,
do you think high school sets you up to that?
Yes. I know that's kind of a blank answer, but yes, because I wasn't a fan of school at the time. So it kind of got me thinking like, well, what am I going to do? And at the time I was working on music still, I just wasn't taking it serious.
Yeah.
It was just kind of something I just did.
You were still in development.
Exactly, yeah. And then I remember I kind of went through some personal shit during the end period of high school, and it kind of pushed me closer to music than anything else. And it got me through that time, and I was like, maybe this is it. Maybe this is what I want to do. Like, it helped me through a time period where I felt terrible. I didn't know what to do. I was lost. But when I did this thing, it felt right.
It felt like a sense of expression.
Exactly, yeah. And it felt just easy, and I don't know, it just flowed well for
Natural?
me. Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And especially now, after doing it for so long, it's become even more natural for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. I like having artists on here because I feel like that's just the way of life, or like a great way of life.
Yeah.
It helps you. Do you think that it helped you, I guess, navigate life easier, and how?
Oh, that's tough. If I'm being completely honest, I would say it helped and didn't help, if that makes sense.
How?
So when I make music, I will speak on or say what I want to say. No holds bar. That's just how I do it.
No limitation.
That's what I want to say. That's what I want to say. And in recent times, my words have been twisted.
How so?
Just scenarios where if I post a song, certain people think, "Oh, it's about me. It's about me. It's about," and it's happened a lot. And it's frustrating, but I don't know. I kind of see it as flattering at this point.
Flattering.
Yeah, because it's like I'm doing my thing, and you're over here looking at me thinking I'm doing this thing, and it has anything to do with that one said person. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So they're applying themselves to.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how people rat themselves out to the problems.
So I see it as like a shoe, if the shoe fits kind of situation. I never say names, just because to me that's dumb. You know, and I'm not gonna do that. But if the shoe fit. I will say that's been the negative side of it. Pretty easy to deal with though. The positive, yeah, it helped me navigate life, and the fact that it kind of makes me realize stuff. Like when I'm freestyling, I don't do it all the time, but sometimes when I'm freestyling and I go back and I listen to a verse or a hook that I did, I'm like, I said that? Oh shit, that's true.
How long do you think that it takes, or like what's your writing process looking like? Do you write?
Yeah, it's a bit of both. It's a bit of both.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll have already notes down of say a hook or a start of a verse or something, and then I'll keep writing to it, or sometimes I'll just freestyle off of what I got and just keep going.
Do you only write like to make music, or do you also write just in general, like in journals and stuff?
Yeah, so my notes are filled with just random jots of notes. Even if it isn't for music, I see it as like eventually down the line I could use it. So if I have something saved, whether it's a bar, concept of a project or video, I save it in my notes. If I don't ever touch it, I don't ever touch it. But I like having stock ideas and just stuff laying
just
around.
a mental on paper, or I guess in your phone, you know?
Yeah.
Something to go back to and reflect on. And I feel like even by listening to your old music, you get to reflect on who that person was back then.
100%.
Who you are now.
100%. 100,000,000%. It's crazy. I think the first thing that I notice, excuse me, personally, is when I hear the first few songs I put out, the confidence is not there, at all.
You're trying.
Yeah, I'm trying way too hard. And it's funny looking back now, because in the moment I was like, this is it.
Yeah.
Me now, I'd be like, that show's garbage, bro. What are you doing?
I feel like probably everybody goes through that. Like I can say the same shit about this podcast. Like you see the differences between the podcast episodes back then and now. We're here at episode
It's legit
72. It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
You know, just seeing the difference, the growth.
I love it. I love seeing it though. It just means we're going in the right direction. You know what I mean? Like we're on to something. That's how I see it.
So it affirms what you already know. I feel because I write a lot too, and so because sometimes there's just a lot of thoughts in my mind, you know, so it's kind of hard to come to like a complete, I guess a complete picture.
Yeah,
I just don't understand it.
Like it's almost like you got so many thoughts, it's not clear.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So when you write it down, it's like that's the clearest it could be because you basically pouring it down a funnel and narrow it down to one sentence.
Narrow it down to one. Yeah, like a funnel.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good way of putting it. Yeah, and over time, you just keep adding thoughts, different music, different sounds.
Yeah, I love experimenting. You know what I mean? Trying different things. I feel like that's the point of music for me. Like it's always been like to do something different, or I don't like listening to music and every song sounds the same.
Generic.
Yeah, I don't like that. I want to hear something different or unique, or you know what I mean?
What makes a song different or unique for you?
That's tough. That's a tough question because I feel like it could be a multitude of things. I feel like it could be the flow that the person's using. It could be the voice, the type of voice they're using when they say it or sing it. The beat could be really weird, or the ambience can be really weird. Just something about it. I like different, you know?
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, I got this.
You look swaggy, bro.
Thank you.
But I get what you mean. There are some artists, especially like some of the most well-known artists, that I think I like them. Now that you say that, is because they have that uniqueness factor.
Yeah, it's like this song may sound like this, and you'll hear another song from maybe that same project, and you're like, yo, this should sound completely different.
Yeah. Like J. Cole's one of my favorites, you know? And there's always something to it in all of the songs that sounds so different compared to everybody else's.
And what's crazy too is with him, it's like let's be real, he's an OG at this point.
Yeah. You gotta
and
give
he's
him that
still
respect.
trying new things. You know what I mean? He's been in the game this long and he's still trying new things. To me, that just proves that's kind of what music's about.
Why do you think people bash on J. Cole? Because I've heard some people say, oh, he's mid. But then again, society today is fucking crazy.
That's true. Damn. I just feel like some people, because I like a wide range of music. I like a lot of different things. I feel like some people are either used to a type of sound and they kind of stick with it. And if it's outside of their box, it's kind of like, where other people I feel like are more open when it comes to music and sound. Where some, it's just more of a film. What would you say? Like film and
Fulfillment?
no familiarity.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're not willing to sacrifice their sense of comfort.
Yeah, because I think like some people get used to kind of listening to the same things, and I think that's why we have, like, if you think about it, a lot of people listen to mainstream artists. They're kind of in that box. You know what I mean?
Because like you turn on the radio, I haven't used the radio in a while, because I already know what's gonna be playing.
See what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm just tired of it. It's either the same artist or the same beat or the same message.
That shit. Same 5 songs on the radio
Same
and
5
just
songs.
switching up, you know? I don't
How do
like
you
that.
build your playlist?
Based off of what the playlist is for, I would say. Yeah.
So what are some playlists that you got right now?
I have my, like, you know, kick it with the homies playlist.
More chill?
Yeah, more chill shit. What do I have on there? I have pretty much everything on there. Just anything that has a chill vibe to it. Like I got anything from like Wallows on there to an unknown artist that I listen to named Garden on there to a more popular artist. So I listen to a lot of different things. What's another playlist I got? Sad playlist. Of course, everybody got a sad playlist. Come on, you know.
And if you don't have it anymore, you had it at least once.
You did. And anybody that's deleted their sad playlist, shout out to you. You're bold.
Why do you think? Because I have heard that a lot. That a lot of, I guess, when you're going through those like teenage years, you do go through that kind of sad.
That's true. I feel like it's the angst and just like the unknown of what are we gonna fucking do, you know?
Yeah.
Like we've been kind of like not coddled, but walked through all these years up to this point, and now we walk the rest of it just by ourselves.
Yeah, and sometimes there's like nothing to really lean back on. So it does give you that pressure of, what am I gonna do?
Yeah. Luckily, I'm fortunate enough. My parents been awesome.
Yeah, of course.
I shout out to them, give them the world, you know, if I could. But yeah, like you said, some people aren't fortunate enough to have that, you know, and I feel for those people and shout out to those people. Shit, keep going, bro.
Yeah, it's fucking hard, but it's supposed to be hard. That's what really makes you.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like that's what makes the end that much sweeter. It's like, oh, this is bitter. You know, all this shit is so bitter, and you just stuck through the bitterness because you wanted that bittersweet.
Yeah. What were some things that you think, like when you were going through those bitter moments? Because I feel like everyone has at one point. What's something that you do to get, I guess, out of those, or try to refocus and get back on track?
Oof. I think I just remind myself that if I go down that rabbit hole, one, I'm wasting time. Two, I could be doing so much more productive things. It's like my dream is sitting there, and like every time I record something that I'm just like, this is it, I like sit back and I'm like, I'm on to something, you know? So when I have those sad moments, I just remind myself of that feeling of like, I have something here, you know?
Yeah, you're already on the track, but another day will come. Tomorrow's a different day. This too shall pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Because, I mean, one little thing can really set you off track. You know?
Definitely, yeah. I used to, I mean, I still kind of do. I'm still working on it. I don't get mad easy, but I would say I get frustrated easy. And I've definitely gotten better in time, but it's still one of those things I'm working on.
Yeah.
But, you know, we all got shit.
Because I've noticed that too. I don't say that I get frustrated, but the times that I do get frustrated, I'll be frustrated for a certain moment, and I'll just be, one thing that I learned from a movie that I always watch, Never Back Down, right? It's an angry mind is a narrow mind, right?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I always take that into my mental thought, and I'm like, all right. And I do like a little bit of a reflecting.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
So I'm like, okay, I'm frustrated, but how am I going to get out of it? What should I change my thought to? You know, so and it's like shortened a lot. You know, just I guess that comes with growth.
Yeah, honestly, now that you mention that, that's so true. Because that period used to be so long. That's so true. I'm glad
you feel it for one day, and you go to the next day, you're still fucking pissed off. You go to the next day, you're still a little bit holding on to that anger.
Yeah.
But now it's like, I'll be angry for like 10 seconds, and then afterwards, I'm like,
Yeah. It's like you have that moment of just like, it came back.
Yeah.
That shit came back with a vengeance.
Everything. Yeah. Do you think that comes with, I guess, a practice of stoicism?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Are you into stoicism?
Yeah. I would say I have my moments of stoicism, but at the same time, I'm a jokester. You know what I mean?
Like having fun. Can't take everything too seriously.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I know there's a time and place for everything. Like pulling up here, I was like, shit, this is gonna be a vibe, you know? If this was a more like serious setting where it was like business or you know what I mean, I I'd definitely be more stoic. But I think there's time and place.
Yeah, you know when you have to be serious, and then there's times where you can just be chill and kick back.
Yeah, you could be goofy, you know, because I feel like, especially with dudes, like I feel like we're not told that we could be goofy sometimes. Like we could be goofy.
Yeah, society has changed the perspective of men a lot.
Oh yeah.
You know, we can't,
Definitely.
and that's why we practice that stoicism. It's like you can't really act upon your emotions,
Right.
Because
Right.
sometimes, I mean, you do some stupid things.
Yeah.
You know, you say
it
you might
bites
say
you in the ass.
bite you in the ass. Yeah, exactly.
It bites you in the ass.
But I mean, I'm not a super religious person, but one thing that has helped me out a lot is like, all right, I wonder what God's telling me about like all this stuff of how I'm feeling,
Yeah.
and what He would want to hear instead.
That's fair. Personally, I'm not religious. So I couldn't comment on that. I think it's awesome that when people have their religion, you know, like shit, if that's what you believe in, that's what you believe in. Power to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think it's good to believe in something.
Oh yeah. That's why more power to them. No hate. All love.
Maybe
here.
not like
all love.
God or something like a certain religion.
Yeah, but anything, you know, spiritual or
believe in something.
Yeah.
Because it's like if you don't believe in anything, it's like what are you really
I
believing?
believe in myself, Joan. No, I'm just kidding.
I am a god of this own world. Yeah, I get you. But yeah, man, it's a lot of figuring out in this world. So I guess even believing in yourself to the max, you know, people may think that it's like maybe egotistical sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's like, man, if I can't believe in myself to the max, I can't believe in anybody else.
Yeah, no, and I feel like I've kind of I've gotten that, like where I feel like some people kind of feel that way about me. And it's like, to be fair, if I had no confidence and I had no drive and I didn't have a little bit of cockiness to me, I wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't still be making music. I wouldn't be on the podcast.
Yeah. No, because you really do seem a lot different. Like you have gained a huge sense of confidence within yourself. I've noticed
100%,
that. Yeah.
100%.
Like when I was thinking, because I remember the last time I saw you was like what, 5 years ago?
5 years. Yeah, dude, that's fucking crazy.
You know, and I was like, man, I'm about to have a podcast with Gangi. I wonder how it's gonna go, because I remember you being a little bit more quiet, a little bit more to
100%.
yourself.
Yeah.
And sometimes it was just like the people that were around us that you were like, I don't really want to.
Yeah, I think it was one of those, like, I speak when I'm around people I'm comfortable with, you know? Well then, now I don't really care anymore.
Talk to anybody?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it don't matter to me anymore. And I couldn't tell you exactly why.
Or how you got there.
Or how I was at that point, but that was the low point of, like, how the fuck did I get there, you know?
Yeah, all of a sudden I'm really comfortable with everybody.
Yeah, but it's like, it's freeing for me.
It's
like,
impressive.
Like, it's so freeing for me. Like, ever since I hit that kind of, like, F it, like, for me, I feel a million times better.
Yeah, but you just have to take the time to develop yourself a little bit more.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, it's a lot of, like you said earlier, it's reflecting. It's reflecting on top of other things.
Yeah. Do you think about it like a mirror? I always bring this up because I do think about it like a mirror.
Yeah. But it's weird because it's like the person in the mirror is like, oh, fuck, how would I put this? Like it's a mirror that you wish you could talk to. Like, you know what I mean? Just to kind of have a better understanding because you can't go back.
What do you mean you can't go back?
Like, it's like sometimes I think like what got me to that point and how do I prevent it, when I honestly should just be thankful I'm out of that and move on, you know. But I think we kind of all look back at certain situations like that and, you know, like, how can I prevent that, or, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you do have that sense of gratitude for being that person.
Yeah, I call it, I refer to it as the boy in the hoodie.
The boy in the hoodie.
Yeah.
Boogie in the hoodie?
It's just at that at that period, I wore hoodies 24/7. So I just call it my boy in the hoodie era of just being in my hood.
Bro, hoodies are very comfortable.
Not talking to many people, you know, kind of sticking to myself.
Staying in your own mind.
Yeah, which is dangerous.
It can be.
Which I figured out then. Yeah, you kind of have to, with anything, I learned that life's a balance, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like with anything, too much is bad. And I feel like being in your head too much is bad.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
You gotta have
Get caught up.
that balance.
That yin and the yang.
Yin and yang, yep.
Yeah, because I mean, we were isolated from people for a very long time that we had to stay within ourselves, you know? And for a lot of us, like, it allowed us to grow, but for a lot of other people too, it was just too much.
Well, to be honest, that whole time period, I worked.
Oh, yeah?
I worked that whole time period.
Where were you working at?
It's Home Depot, still. The whole time, I worked all through COVID, and oh my God.
What?
Oh my God. The store made more money that year. Yeah, the whole store made more money that year than all the previous years. So it was like COVID made us more busy, which you would think, what? Yeah, no, it literally made us more busy. Oh, I hated that time period though.
Why did you hate it though?
There was a lot of tension. Like I wasn't just going to work and working and getting out of there. I would go to work and customers would be mad, arguing over mask and just arguing over dumb stuff. I'm just there to work, get my check, and leave.
Yeah. Listen, you're taking it way too seriously, bro.
I'm just here to get my check and bounce. That's it.
So do you think that you kind of sensed the fear that was going around in them?
100,000%. Like the tension, like you just felt it. Like everybody was on edge. Like just bad time.
Yeah. It's like at that point you just gotta stay home, dog.
Yeah. No, I mean,
people were trying to come out, but they weren't really ready to come out of their house. They were still living in that fear.
Yeah, we were considered. But get this, we were considered a fucking essential store.
Yeah,
essential
hardware store.
Cap. I'm sorry, but cap.
Why do you think that a hardware store wasn't an essential thing?
No, I mean it was, but I think when you see people go in and grab stupid shit,
things that you really don't need.
Yeah, things you don't need. You're just like, are you worried about COVID? Because if you really were, would you?
What are you even doing here, dog?
Exactly. It's like the same people that would have the stupidest shit in their carts. I'm like,
it's like now they have an excuse to bitch about. So they went to go in.
And that's one thing I hate is bitching. I cannot stand bitching.
Stop bitching.
Yeah, like I hate bitching. Like to me, it's like, one, it's not gonna solve nothing, bro.
Yeah.
Two, if I feel the same way, you really think I want to hear that? You know what I mean? Like, nah, bro, just. Damn.
Yeah,
Shit.
no, like men have been taught that it's okay to complain because it's gonna express your feelings.
Oh yeah, no, I never could.
Like what the fuck?
I never could.
I don't know. I like, no offense to the people or the men that really are emotional creatures, but like, dog, what are you doing? You're crying about everything now.
Ain't no comment.
Like you do you, but just don't get mad when things don't go your way.
I think, like you said earlier, it goes back to that stoicism.
The practice of stoicism.
Yeah, because it's like I remember when I was younger and I would try to bitch, they'd look at me like, "What are you bitching for?"
Yeah,
I'll give you something to bitch about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so for me, it's like I never bitch.
Yeah.
You won't catch me. And if I do, it's a little like, man, this shit fucking, and then that's it.
Yeah, and then like for me, like growing up in a Mexican family, like if you start crying, they'll jump on your ass so fast, bro.
Yeah. They're
start
like
flaming you.
They're like, who's this guy?
You're crying already. Are you crying? Oh my god!
It's
Look
like,
at you now. You're crying.
It's like you start crying, right? And they're like, are you crying? You start doing that bottom lip shit. you trying to hold it in.
It's all quivery.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everything. I get what you mean.
Trying to hold it in and shit.
Yeah, but it kind of shows you like, hey, bro, there's a time and place to cry.
Yeah.
Right now,
Yeah.
it's not the time and place.
Yeah, it gives you that mental fortitude. I feel like, you know.
Yeah. Especially now, like in this time era, I feel like that's super important. Having that fortified mind.
Yeah, honestly, now that you mention that, yeah, because I feel like everything now shit's pretty tense.
In literally every aspect.
Yeah, literally in every aspect, and I think that stoicism is what's gonna help a lot of us. You know, kind of swallowing our pride and being like, not the time, not the place. You know.
Yeah. There's a time where your pride does have to show. You know.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna stand for something bigger.
Yeah, it's like you kind of have to know when to put it on, when to take it off.
When to fight.
Yeah, like when do you need to be pride heavy, and when do you kind of
do you think that the world instantly jumps into the sense of war rather than love and peace?
That's a tough question, because I feel like a lot of people are so different.
Yeah.
In the sense that, and if you think about it, the line between love and war is so thin. Mm-hmm. Why do we fight war? Because we love, you know? So it's like,
because we fight.
Right. So it's like, that line is so thin that I don't think we realize how easy it is to just go back and forth.
I heard this the other day, and it was that people, instead of being like their own person, now it's so easy to categorize yourself into a group of people. So now instead of being angry at one person in this like huge fucking bubble, you have to be angry at the entire group. Oh yeah,
I feel like it's like a mob type of mentality now.
Cult?
Like it's like they all have to like think and have the same idea,
or else
like one opinion, one opinion. When like everybody feels differently, you know what I mean? Like this person might feel kind of the same way, but a little different. Mm-hmm. But now I noticed that it's like everybody's so quick to like group up with who they agree with, and instantly attack this one person that may not agree with that thing. Mm-hmm. It's like, whoa, we don't need all 24,000 of you. Relax. You know what I mean?
Calm down. You guys,
one person with one conversation would have been enough.
Yeah, conversation. I feel like conversations have not been had enough. And it's the same thing. We were isolated. We were not able to talk to people.
It's sad, man. I feel like
it is sad.
The fact that we can't have a conversation and God forbid, argue a little bit. I think arguing is good.
Yeah.
If there was no arguments, then everybody would be yes men. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So arguments are good. That's how we get to a solution.
I don't think at that point. I don't think it'd be an argument. It'd just be a debate.
Yeah, a debate. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You know.
Fair. Yeah.
Yeah. Usually when people argue, it's because one person is right and one person is wrong.
Yeah.
You know. But when you're debating, it's like, listen, I'm gonna have whatever I got right here on this table. You put whatever you have on this table, and we'll see what this whole thing adds up to.
Yeah. For me, it's always like, I prefer the truth over everything. Over everything. Mm-hmm. Truth to me matters. Mm-hmm. Truth comes first for me. That's why I'm always honest.
The truth shall set you free.
Maybe that's another reason why I feel good too, is I'm always honest now. Like I don't see the point in lying at all. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna say what I feel. If you disagree, cool.
Because I do agree with that. I do always stick with the truth.
Yeah.
Not my truth, not your truth, but the truth.
The
so I think
subjective truth.
Yeah. I just think that people have, I guess, built their own truth so much that when the truth is presented to them, they latch onto their truth too much and they protect it to the point where they're willing to fight you for it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's true. I think that just like earlier we said, it kind of comes down to that willingness of conversation. Are you gonna get defensive, or are you gonna have a conversation about what you're getting defensive about? You know. But yeah, I'm a big truth person. I go based off of logic, truth. That's just kind of how I am.
Logic and truth. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Do you think that people are not thinking? Well, not everybody again, because this is just
Careful, Joan. You don't want to get canceled.
canceled by the entire world for literally breathing.
Right.
But do you think that I guess logic in itself has been kind of slipping away?
Oh yeah, 100%. It's like if you think about it, it's like nowadays you say logic and it can be perceived as harmful. To me, that's insane.
Yeah.
Like how long we been on this planet? Why are we going backwards?
Yeah.
Like
why?
Logic, reason, all the things that, we started learning so long ago is like being looked at negatively, which to me, that's insane.
Yeah.
That's
because
insane.
it's looked at negatively, but it's like, no, it's just, this is the better way of going about it.
It's like people forget that sometimes you have to say it is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, not like
side.
the outcome or, what the situation is, but it is what it is. You keep going.
It is what it is. But because I do get that, how you never want to change somebody's truth because nobody likes getting their truth told to them.
Yeah,
right?
that's the icky part of it, right?
Yeah, but sometimes you do have to make that sacrifice, It's always hard, but now we see it that it's better to just let them hold on to their truth even if it hurts them. But out of you allowing them to get hurt by themselves.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So like they get hurt and they learn themselves? Is that what you mean? Or
no, like they're hurting themselves, but you're allowing it because you love them.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. I think that's why, like my close friends, my day ones, shout out my day ones. I love y'all.
Friends are important.
Yeah, but with them, it's like I don't have to worry about that. Like they'll tell me. You know what I mean? Like between all of us, we're pretty straightforward.
Yeah, so your friends shouldn't have to put you in that situation.
Yeah, no, they don't. It's not like if they don't like the situation or we disagree, which it happens all the time. It's not like we can't be friends anymore. We have an argument. 2 seconds later, we're bullshit cutting it up again.
Yeah. Because I get that part, but like again, like it's just 2 seconds, but then nothing is really changed. Nothing. We haven't gone to like that bigger picture. True. Because it was like, well, we'd rather not. I guess debate and like we'd just avoid this. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like we're still, I guess, in a way, hurting each other in a way. Maybe indirectly. Indirectly, yeah. That's a good way to say it, and I feel like it's true. I feel like it's especially now. It's like we're so worried about feelings instead of the reality that's right in front of us. And I feel like that's so dangerous. Yeah, I feel like that's so dangerous. When you just go based off of your feelings. Yeah, because it's like at the end of the day, we got to see it how it is. Otherwise, I think it's just going to hurt us, Because what it is what it is to that person. And then what it is what it is to that person. But nobody's really focused on what it is. The bigger picture. The funnel. Right. The funnel. Yes. Yeah, you see what I mean? Yeah. So I don't know. Like it's gonna be very hard, I guess, to get or to see a change with it. Yeah, definitely. We're too far deep. We are, and I feel like so many people are so fucking sensitive now, bro. Yes, dude. Like and it's expected, Humans are very emotional creatures, both men and women. Yeah. To an extent. I feel like it's just we gotta work on it. We gotta work on it, people. Relax, okay? Yeah, but it's like they're very emotional, but they express their emotions in a different way. Yeah, but it's like it almost feels
like instead of the conversation, it's so rash. Instead of having the conversation, it's he's canceled or they're canceled.
Cancel culture.
I can't stand cancel culture, dude.
Me neither.
Me personally, I think it's like I said earlier, the mob mentality. I think it's having that, and I think having that mob mentality is dangerous. You just kind of, I agree, so let me just follow. You know, like nah, you have your thought process.
Yeah.
Take the information and think about it for you, like how you feel about it, not just what you read somebody else said.
Because at first, like even when I started this podcast, I'm not like fully there yet, but that was one of those things that I thought about. I'm like, bro, what if I have to be careful with what I say because I'll get canceled right away. You know, especially in today's society.
Oh, 100%.
You can't really speak freely, even though, you know, we have the freedom of speech. So it's kind of like, dude, what about hypocrisy? What do you think of that word?
I think it's happening all the time now.
All the time?
All the time.
We've seen it throughout history.
Oh, yeah.
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 But like now I've gotten to that state where it's like, man, no one's going to agree fully with everything that I say. So at that point, it's like there's really no limitations to what I say. Of course, I'm going to be careful.
Yeah.
But, you know, I shouldn't hold myself back of my thought.
Exactly. It's kind of saying like, if this offends someone, fuck it.
Exactly. Fuck it. It is what
Fuck
it is.
it, bro. That's where I'm at because I'm not gonna contain myself for somebody else.
Yeah.
Especially for someone else's feelings.
Yeah,
Like
I'm not going to sacrifice my own feelings for your feelings.
no,
Everyone's feelings need
shit.
to be taken account of.
Yeah, like no one's stopping that person from feeling that way. But shit, I'm not hurting nobody. You know what I mean? I'm just doing me. Shit.
You know the truth. You know what you're actually standing for, what you're trying to say.
Yeah, exactly.
It's never to hurt anybody.
Yeah, it's like I'm all peace and love.
Yeah.
Dead ass. I fuck with everybody. So for me, it's like, cause you know, let's address the elephant in the room. I'm white, so I get that.
Yeah.
Especially like making music. When you make music,
Yeah.
look at me kind of like, you make music.
Yeah.
And they have all these, and it's happened so many times. They have all these assumptions of what I might sound like, what I rap about, all these things already like in their head. I see it on their face as soon as I tell them I make music.
What kind of music do they usually think you make?
Two things. So they either think I make like regular, just like trap. I'm from the street type of music. Or what's the other one? The other one's like more like a, what would you call that? Like a dance. Like I make a dance beats or something. Those are the two I get.
Really?
Yeah. So it's two different extremes. I either get you rapping about trapping, or you got these dance beats.
Yeah. That's usually how almost everything is now. It's either you're one thing or you're another.
Yeah. It's like, and just being called a rapper, like people be like, oh, he's a rapper. I don't even like being called a rapper, to be honest.
What do you like being called?
Just an artist. Just an artist, yeah.
'Cause I've heard the opposite. I've heard on another podcast somebody say that I like to refer myself as a rapper, not an artist, because an artist is so widespread. But I'm like, I don't think that's how it goes.
That's not how I view artists, to be honest. I view artists as someone who's focused on this one art.
Yeah.
And then just going crazy with it. That's an artist to me. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not like, I mean, an artist isn't somebody who goes and does every single. I don't think Michelangelo was out here fucking making rap beats, you know, or playing on a trumpet.
Oh shit!
You know?
I need him on a track.
Yeah, bro, put a freaking Renaissance type beat.
We gonna drop a classic, no pun intended.
A Renaissance classic, Italian type beat.
Right.
Like even that, but it I don't know, when you refer to yourself as artist, I think it also gives you a different level of power.
Yeah, definitely. Because I feel like I'm I don't like using rapper because for me personally, like growing up listening to rappers, I feel like they're rappers.
Mm-hmm.
Those are rappers. I wouldn't say I'm a rapper. I don't go in and rap every time. You know, that's not how I operate. I go in and what I feel or
You
what I
create
want
art.
to say, yeah, it's just what I do. You know? So, and plus it's at this point it's not even like I'm doing only music. Now I do video. I'm working on videos now. Graphic design. Like I'm trying to do all these different things to boost me.
Yeah.
And I think that's why now I prefer artists because like I'm not just rapping. I'm doing all these different.
Yeah. If you call yourself just a rapper, it limits you down to just rapping.
Yeah, like I feel like people when they hear rapper, they think you just raps, you know.
That's
and for me, it's like nah, I have to do so much more than that.
Yeah. Because I refer to myself as an artist as well.
Yeah, I would agree.
You know,
I would agree,
whether it
yeah.
be just in the art of conversation, in the art of videography, in
Yeah.
the art of editing. You know, there's so many different forms of art. I mean,
Yeah.
we could even escalate it to the art of war,
Oh shit, you're right.
know,
You're right.
the art of, I don't know, critical thinking.
Critical thinking art. Yeah.
You know, so
Art's like-
art really just goes into so many different aspects of life.
It does, and I think without even realizing it, you know.
And I think that people just haven't taken the time to really think about it.
Yeah, true. I think, especially now, if you think about it, everything's moving so fast.
Yeah.
You know, you hear a song, the next day, oh, that's an old song. It's like, what? I heard that shit yesterday.
It just
I remember my sister listening to songs that came out like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like we're moving so fast. And for me, I think I'm at the point now where it's like I'm okay with moving fast, but I wouldn't mind slowing down. Like
Yeah.
I'm okay slowing down. I'm okay if I moved to a small town, you know, with one hardware shop and a grocery store where
Everybody
everybody
knew each
knows your
other.
name.
Yeah.
I can tell you how happy I would be.
Yeah.
I'm a simple person. I really
very
am.
simple person too. Yeah.
Like, as long as I got pizza out there and internet, I'm okay.
you know?
Pizza, internet, I'm okay. Because, you know, I'll still be doing my thing out there, just making music, vibing, just doing my own thing.
Because I've said that too. Like I would like to just have, I guess in a way, a ranch.
Yeah.
You know, just be chilling in my house, be working whatever I want to, have my own crops and like food supply.
That freedom of just like, this is mine.
Yeah.
And I can do whatever I want.
Whatever I-
could
like,
do whatever.
truly do
Yeah.
whatever I want,
Yeah, yeah.
you know?
Shit, I could buy. I already said in the song, I'm gonna buy an alpaca. I'm gonna give me an alpaca. Watch.
An alpaca?
Yep.
Why not a llama?
You guys watch. Why not a llama? I don't know. To be honest with you.
Fuck, the llama can come.
I just want, yeah, we could get one of those too. I just remember seeing a video of an alpaca and it just, I don't know what it was. He looked goofy, but I was like, that's awesome. I need that. Yeah, I need that. I need that. They put sunglasses on this motherfucker, and it was the funniest thing I've ever seen, and I want it.
Yeah,
I want it. That's on the
Yeah.
list.
It just, I don't know. Even that, it's been thought that it's wrong to live a simple life like that. Like I've been told before that like me wanting to just move out into, you know, just my own spot or just into a smaller town or, you know, just a more simple, more grounded life with not all this fucking.
Yeah.
Because the city is cool. The city has its things. It has its
It
perks
does.
for sure.
I think it does have its things. It really does. And I know for a fact if I was to leave, I'd miss it, of course.
Yeah.
But I think with everything going on, with just even expenses, you know, like it's insane, bro. It's insane. I eat and I'm like, okay, you ate too much. Look at the cost. You gotta chill the fuck out. That's chill.
You have to be really aware of everything that you spend your money on,
Yeah.
especially now.
And it's tough too because it's like I still want to live, you know? Like I still want to do fun things. It's like I work when I'm at work, I work. When I get home, I work. You know? Like if I'm not at work, I'm work.
Yeah.
And I still want to have fun. If that means going out for dinner one night, going to the movies, going to a rave, which I'm going to Hard Summer tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Excited for that?
Yeah. Saturday, Sunday. Pretty excited. It's gonna be lit.
Heck yeah, I haven't been, but I've heard that it's really
Man,
crazy.
we got to get you to go
Why?
because I feel like you would have fun. Do you like to dance?
I've been slowing down a lot more.
Yeah?
So I haven't been out to like parties. I haven't really been
Okay.
out of the house all that often.
Joan, I might have to take you outside the house and get you out there because I feel like you'd have fun. I'm the type of person I like to just drink and dance.
Yeah.
So raves are perfect for me. You just walk around with friends and talk and dance and drink. It's like,
Yeah, and that's cool. Like there was definitely a time where I could go and do that all the time. Like I was partying almost all the weekends, right?
Yeah.
But now,
yeah.
like I don't drink.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And I don't really go out and dance. But for me, like having a conversation with somebody like this is a lot more fun because I feel like I'm getting to something that I really want to do.
Okay, yeah, no, of course. Well, for me, dude, if I don't do fun stuff and all, because I working all the time, it makes me go fucking crazy, and I get to the point where I have nothing to say when I record.
So you do need like a little bit of a
I do.
one inspiration and two like a little bit of a distraction from everything.
I do. Because I think it's that balance that we said earlier, being too far in your head. I think when I don't go out and I'm inside, and I'm already an overthinker, so I'm just, and after a while it gets worn out. Shit, I have nothing to say. I want to record right now, but I have nothing to say.
Yeah, and how you said about like before expenses and money and stuff like that, it really makes you overthink a lot more.
Oh,
like,
yeah, of course.
Should I be going out and buying this? Should I be going out to? I want to, but I can't.
Oh yeah, that's why like Hard Summer. This is like the first big thing I'm doing this year.
Yeah, so you're excited for it.
Yeah, it's the first big thing I've done in a long time. The last thing I did when I went out was go to the movies. What we do, So yeah. I try to get out because I'm a workaholic, and I'm sure you understand. I feel like you are too.
Always working. Always working.
And it's like when you're not, you feel wrong.
You feel out of
like
place.
you should.
Yeah, you should be out there.
Like the little voice in your head is like, why the fuck are you not working right now? You just sitting here.
Yeah, I was getting that a lot at my job. Like
Really?
while I was working.
No, I get it at my job too. And in my head, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here?
Because you feel like you're not working for yourself. You feel like you're working for somebody else.
And not even that, just too, is I feel like I'm not even working my potential. Like, this isn't what I'm gonna be great at,
Yeah.
Like, I can't. My mind is just, I like to work my mind, push it, stress it a little bit. And this is not it.
Yeah, it kind of like dampens your mind,
Yeah,
just doing the same thing over and over again.
It for me, it almost puts my mind in autopilot.
Yeah,
like you
cruise
just
mode.
Yeah, you just shut off and you just go with the flow.
I didn't like that.
I don't like it. I think I'm kind of learning to have a switch on it. Like as soon as I clock out, I get that burst of energy, and then my head starts going crazy. Like, oh shit, you gotta create something right now.
Yeah.
I see that as fuel for me. Every time I'm there and I'm like, this shit sucks, it's fuel for me. I'm like, this is fire.
So you see the fuel in the struggle, in the sacrifice.
Yeah. Like when I'm at work, because obviously I don't like it. I'm there. I need to get money. That's what I'm thinking the whole time. It's like this feeling. You don't want to feel it again. Make sure when you go home, you go as hard as you can. You do what you can to not have to come back. So I see it as fuel to my fire.
Because I had it like that too, where I was coming home and I knew that I had to get straight to work. But then after a while, I was like, I can't do work and then go and try my very, very best.
It's tough.
It's very tough. Shout out to
is
everybody
tough.
who still has a full-time job, bro. I don't know how they do it.
For real. I'm just part-time, so it's not as bad for me. But yeah, shout out to all those people. Y'all are fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah, like
That ass.
it's nothing bad to have a job. It's
No,
just,
no.
You know, like I would
Yeah.
still have a job for sure, but I know that there's something bigger that's working
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
And by staying, I guess, in that complacent spot, it's not gonna come to me. I gotta really
Yeah.
go and grab it.
Yeah, man, you bold.
Scary.
Yeah, because it's like, I thought about it, but it's like, I think I need to be, for me, it's like, I need to be in a certain position before I could do so. You know what I mean? So it's just getting to that point. And then once I can get to that point, maybe I can quit. You know what I mean?
When you say position, do you say it from a monetary standpoint, from a mental standpoint?
I think from all those standpoints, from a financial standpoint, from a career standpoint, from anything you could think of, I feel like it's not my time yet. You know what I mean? I definitely feel it's coming. I feel it in me, you know?
You'll feel it when it's that day.
Yeah. So for me, it's just like I feel it coming, and it's just making me excited and just pushing me to go and keep going and work hard.
How do you think you'll be when that day finally comes?
Shocked. Yeah.
It's like, oh, wow.
Yeah,
We're really
because
here.
it's like you go so long working so hard without any recognition or any noticement. And I think for me, when it finally kind of hits, it's gonna be like, whoa!
I really got
I really
all the power.
I really
to do what
I really
want.
did what I wanted to do. You know, I think when I get to that point, it's definitely gonna be a shock. You know,
Yeah, because it does come with a sense of confusion.
yeah, because it's like a dog. You know, they chase their tail. What do they do when they finally catch it?
That's a good one. They're like,
You know?
well, I got it now.
Yeah. So like, it's like I got it now. What do I do now? You know?
And sometimes they just go back and they just keep chasing their tail again.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But I don't know, because you set yourself out of that sense of comfort of having a job, and now you're like, it's really do or die time. It's about
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I guess you sacrifice. I mean, we were just talking about right now, like you sacrificing your comfort by being at work.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that you
No, that's
say that
true.
it gives you energy. I mean, you could take it into the gym. You know, you sacrifice that comfort by having to lift those heavy weights.
True.
By having to be there.
Yeah.
By having to spend that time going through something hard, but you know that it's for a bigger picture, for a bigger purpose.
Yeah. 100%.
You know,
100%.
so one thing that we've talked about in the podcast before is that necessary struggle that you need to go through in life in order to develop a clearer mental image of yourself.
Yeah. 100%. I feel like you gotta have struggle. Like, now that I'm like, if we really think about it, you know,
Let's think about it.
who that had an impact on society didn't have struggle, you know?
Yeah.
Like everybody I could think of, like the big people that I could think of, like tech guys, and, you know, they struggled, you know? I feel like the struggle is kind of what molds you to get ready for the top.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're not going to become the UFC champion if you don't struggle every
Yeah,
day.
you know, I feel like I feel like in order to win, you have to lose. I feel like anybody that's winning and said they never lost, I don't believe them.
It's a lie.
Yeah.
It's definitely a lie.
Yeah, you gotta lose to win.
Yeah.
How do you get a win if you don't know what it's like to lose?
Yeah, I
You
mean, I
know,
hear some
like-
of these UFC fighters sacrificing time away from their families.
Oh, yeah.
Just so they can be in the gym training every day, all day
Yeah,
long.
100%. Dedicated motherfuckers.
You know,
Mikey.
it gets into that mental state where you know you have to do it. It's your duty.
Yeah. It's like putting all that that overthought aside, swallowing your pride, and just being like, let's do this shit. Let's do this shit.
It's gonna be hard, but I know we gotta do it.
Yep.
What are you looking forward to in hard summer? Just chilling?
What am I looking forward to? Honestly, just hanging out with friends and drinking and dancing. I don't drink a lot. Like, the only time I drink is if I go out.
Yeah,
you know. So
socially.
Yeah, literally just social thing. I'm a big smoker though, to be honest. Love my gas.
Yeah.
Love my gas.
Yeah, I was smoking for quite a while. I haven't smoked in like 3 weeks.
Oh, okay.
But it's been cool.
Yeah. Typically I just do it at night now. I used to be like a all the time thing.
Yeah. What did you learn about that? About doing it like all day long?
I was just like me getting shit done. I would get it done. It wasn't that I wouldn't. It's just that it wasn't at the speed I wanted it to be.
I could agree with you on that.
Yeah. So it's like, it's not that I wasn't doing it at all. Just not quick enough. Not quick enough for me.
You were too comfortable.
Yeah, it's like being too comfortable with not being comfortable. You know what I mean? Like, you're comfortable with not being comfortable because you're not
in discomfort.
Because you're not at the spot you're at. But you get comfortable with being that uncomfortable. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, I get what you mean. So you feel comfortable, but you're actually in discomfort.
Yes, you get comfort because you're so used to being uncomfortable. You get what I'm saying? Like, when some things, you get used to stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we get used to stuff faster than we think.
Mm-hmm.
So now for me, it's just like I try to only do it at night, because it does help me sleep. I'm terrible when it comes to sleep. I'll be up for 24 hours.
Why? Why do you think you struggle with your sleep?
Oh, that I'm not too sure. I know my mom has the same problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she has to take melatonin.
Oof.
Yeah. So I think I just got the unfortunate gene.
Because you should look into Andrew Huberman.
What's that?
Andrew Huberman, he's a neuroscientist from Stanford. He has his podcast.
Yeah.
But he studies that, why like the whole sleep stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes even by just waking up in the morning and going out for a walk and getting those light in your eyes.
Yeah.
Right? Just that light, the energy, the photons that enter your eyes.
Yeah.
It kind of resets your circadian rhythm. So that way at night when you are like you're supposed to be getting tired, you're getting tired at the right time. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, no, I definitely like try stuff. Like when I get up, I will typically, first thing I do is get sun on my skin.
Heck yeah.
I get sun on my skin and I stretch.
Mm-hmm.
I try to. I don't do it every day. I've been pretty good though, as of recently.
I start to be disciplined every single day.
And it feels good. For me, it feels good. I like having that slow get up.
Yeah.
And not just jump right into it. I like that, getting up, having the sun touch my body, stretch, maybe get some caffeine.
Like even that with caffeine, I heard that you have to wait like an hour after you wake up, or
really,
it's like 60 to 90 minutes after you wake up to take caffeine, because when you're barely waking up and you automatically feed the caffeine to your system, that's when you have that crash later on, because it's like what the fuck.
Yeah. I mean, my caffeine tolerance is really low, so like I only need just a little bit. I think that's why my crashes aren't really too bad.
Okay.
When it comes to caffeine, I don't have it often.
I drink coffee every day. I love my coffee.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay,
I really enjoy my coffee.
I love coffee, but I've definitely chilled out. I used to be a lot worse. Red Bulls every day.
Oof.
Red Bulls every day.
Yeah, Red Bulls are something,
every
bro.
day.
I stay away from energy drinks.
Every day. I love them. It's like, I know I shouldn't. I love them.
But at least you acknowledge, that I shouldn't.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like one of those things where I feel like if it's bad for you, obviously don't do it. But if you are gonna do it, don't do it all the time.
Yeah.
Have one here. You gotta live a little, in my opinion.
Balance.
Yeah.
Don't overdo it.
Yeah, don't overdo it. Just have one every once in a while.
Yeah, I'm not saying that an energy drink is gonna kill you, but like if you're doing it every day, and then
it's
drinking
bad.
multiple ones every day.
And that's the thing too, is I noticed the more I worked, the more I was drinking Red Bull.
Oof.
Yeah. So
Whoa.
the more I worked, the more I drank Red Bull, and it got to the point where it was a daily thing. And one day I knew it was bad too, because I go up to the front, buy a Red Bull. I'm on my break. I started drinking the Red Bull. My boss comes in. I'm really cool with her. You got another Red Bull?
They start questioning it.
I was like, no. I dead ass looked at it. I was like, another?
Another?
I don't even remember getting the first one.
You're telling me I already drank it today? Yeah. They just got so used to seeing you with the Red Bull. They're like, dang, another one, another one.
Yeah. So then I was like, oof, that ain't gonna work, So
you started questioning it. You were like,
yeah. I was like,
maybe she's got a point.
Chill out. So, but a lot of people at my job will have two energy drinks a day.
They have to find a sense of energy to just get through the day.
Yeah. And it's like, I got to the point where it's like, okay, I need to chill out. This is insane. Red Bulls aren't cheap either.
They're like what, $3?
Yeah, it's like 3 something.
Yeah,
now.
for like a little container.
Yeah, and I always got the smallest one. So it wasn't too bad. But yeah, I was like, this is not it. Let me chill out. And now I have one every once in a while.
So it shows, like, when you said that, it like kind of made me think how much we sacrifice our health just for a job. Just to work a normal life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I've heard this before and I've said it and really stuck with me. Health is wealth. What do you think about that? Just that statement before we start talking about it.
That's so tough because I feel like nowadays those kind of bump into each other nowadays.
Yeah, you can either get one or the other, huh?
Yeah, well, especially because when I see my dad, he works, he's an electrician, and he works in a refinery. And just as he's getting older, I see it on him. The job is wearing him down.
It's really taking its toll on his body.
And it's not even like I see it clear as day.
Yeah,
And for my dad, all he cares about is just getting that money,
getting the job done.
And both me and my mom are like, okay, we agree with you, but what's the point of doing all this and wearing yourself down and you get this money, but by the time you can retire, you and mom can't do nothing, because you're limited.
You sacrificed your health for it.
Yeah.
So it's not even, but I'm like how you said it does bump into each other. Sometimes you do have to make that sacrifice of your health just to feed people in your family and provide.
Yeah,
especially
100%.
as a man, like. That's one of I feel like people overlook it, and that's not even to be like a misogynist or anything.
No, I think it's true. I think it's true.
I feel like we can all agree that the man would give anything for their family.
100%.
They do the most just to be able to provide.
I mean, if you think about it, like every decision they make is not for them.
It's for the benefit of everybody else.
Yeah, exactly. It's like every decision they make is. The last thing in their mind is like, how do I benefit from this? It's literally quite the opposite. It's how does everybody else benefit from this?
Yeah. So like, I don't know. Health is wealth. You have to sacrifice your health for wealth instead now.
Yeah.
So they don't give you that option anymore.
Yeah, literally. You're right. I agree.
That's crazy.
It's at that point of one or the other.
Yeah, so the rat race doesn't work anymore. it's faulty. It doesn't work. Like how you just said, you like waking up in the mornings, getting that sunlight on your skin, getting that stretches in.
Yeah.
Some people, they don't have that luxury of just being able to wake up, make breakfast.
Of course. That's why for me, like being humble and kind of like being conscious of other people having situations that I've never been in. I always try to make sure I have that, because everybody's going through different stuff. I may have never ever gone through what somebody else has, you know, so I try to speak from my perspective and not speak from a perspective I've never been in, you know.
You know, you can't speak out of somebody else's shoes if you never stepped into them.
Exactly. I mean, I could give you my opinion from my shoes.
Yeah.
But I can never tell you what your shoes feel like. You know.
And some people don't even try to put themselves in somebody else's shoes.
Yeah.
You know. And some people don't want to let you borrow their shoes. Yeah. You know, it's like, nah, dog. Listen, it's just that I'm here and I'm open to you. Yeah. You just got to be able to open yourself up to me too.
Yeah. Of course.
We don't get that a lot in the way that we're supposed to be doing things now anymore.
It's really, like, almost feels defensive. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, this is another thing. I love jokes. Yeah. I love jokes. I love comedy. I love making people laugh. Yeah. I love it. You know, that's why I like going to work sometimes, just to make people laugh. And the fact that we're at a point now where we're seeing comedians,
literal comedians,
be canceled, or their shows are ruined, or
by heckler,
or whatever the case. It's like, this is insane. I grew up with all races. I was born in Long Beach, so everybody on the street was Mexican. Yeah. You know what I mean? The lady who watched me, her name was Isabel. I got close with her sons, and, you know, I moved to Buena Park after that. All races there. Had all types of friends, hung out with them.
I mean, look at the school that we went to, the high school.
Yeah, it's literally a mixed bag.
Yeah, it was a mixture of so many different.
Yeah. But the thing was, like, I still got that your white statement and look at high school for if I wanted to talk on certain things or have a certain opinion. Yeah.
Your opinion's invalid. Yes, for the sole reason.
And for me, it's like, bro, if you only knew how I grew up, you would know that's the most false statement ever.
It's far from the truth.
Right. So, you know, it's crazy now. It's crazy. I feel like people are way too sensitive. We need to be able to laugh.
People get offended too fast.
We gotta be able to laugh, man.
Laugh cures everything, man.
It does.
Laugh and love, right?
Yeah. It's to me.
Literally everybody's house that says live, laugh, love. live, laugh, love. And I guess like now you know what it means. Yeah. So now it's kind of if you're not live, laughing, and loving, and you have that shit in your house, take that shit down.
No, dude, deadass, now that I'm thinking about it, I might have that shit in my house.
But it belongs there, you know? You like to live, laugh, and love.
Oh, yeah, my whole family, man. Our whole thing growing up was giving everybody shit. You know? Like, that's just
everybody,
how it was.
Not just that person, not just that person.
It could be the neighbor. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The neighbor's getting shit. Why? Just because, why not? You know?
Bro, just laugh about it, too.
Yeah. It's not like, you know, they're being serious or coming at you. Nah, they're just bullshitting. You know, like,
and if they're not bullshitting me, they're probably bullshitting themselves. They just can't take the fact that they're bullshitting themselves.
Right. It's like, we gotta chill out, man. I feel like people are too quick with it.
I mean, how you said, the world is quick right now. Everything is like this.
Yeah, it's so fast. I honestly, I don't know if it's me getting older or just my personality kind of changing, but I don't like it.
I do get that though.
I don't
am I
like
just
it.
getting older? Man,
Yeah, it's that feeling of like, am I getting older?
maybe you're just getting wiser.
Oh shit, I hope so. I hope so, bro. Too fast. And like you said earlier, I do think people like the simple life is like almost looked at as like boring now.
Yeah.
For me, shit, at this point, I'll take boring. You know, like if I got a little crib in the middle of the forest,
And alpaca in the back.
alpaca in the back.
Yeah, and like think about it. I brought this up in the podcast one time. I was like, think about like how much control is going on over our society, right? Like I won't get like too far deep into it, but
Yeah.
you know that there is a sense of control
100%.
going on a
100%.
daily basis.
Yeah.
Like even we just talked about it, going to work. May not think about it, but it is a sense of control.
Yeah, yeah.
So imagine if I brought this up. Imagine if they just shut down all the grocery stores.
It's
Or
shut them
the-
down.
The electric something went off and there's no electricity in the grocery stores. You can't even get food from grocery stores. What do? You don't know how to farm. You don't know how to grow crops in your backyard.
Hey, real quick though, hold on. I work in garden. I know a little bit.
A little bit. I work in the garden section. Yeah.
I work in the garden section, so I know a little bit, you know.
You know, but like I mean, knowing a little bit of the roots, you know,
Yeah.
taking it back of just I guess a traditionalist way.
Yeah, like basically taking it back to the basics in a way, you know.
The foundation.
Yeah.
You know, how do you not know the foundation?
That's honestly a really good question.
You know?
That's honestly a really good question. Why do we not know the foundation?
Fishing, hunting.
Well, luckily, I know how to fish. My dad taught me how to fish. I've never hunted. I thought about it. I have family members that hunt. For me, I don't know what it is. I wouldn't want to.
Yeah.
Personally, if I have to kill anything, I would want it to be because I had to.
Yeah. For a greater good.
Yeah.
Can't just go out and kill something for the
Right.
fuck of it.
Because especially for me, because it's like I wouldn't get joy out of it. I honestly feel like it would bother me, unless I deemed that killing necessary.
Yeah.
Obviously, like if I'm living off the land, that's a completely different story. Because at that point, it's for survival. You know what I mean? But to just do it casually, I don't know.
For trophy.
Yeah, no.
Okay. No. Yeah, same thing. If I'm gonna kill an animal, it's because I'm gonna fucking eat it.
Yeah, right.
gonna
It's got to
use
be
it.
for a purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you
100%.
just go into the middle of the woods, find a big ass moose. You know what I mean?
Got him.
Straight to the heart. You go home. You have food and meats for a month. Maybe a
Yeah,
brand new fur coat.
Make
you
some
know?
jerky.
Make,
I've always wanted to try that. That's one thing I do want to try is like to get kill an animal for food, and try making some jerky. I want to do it.
you know, I've always like wanted to like skin an animal. You know,
That's so crazy that you mentioned that. I recently had a conversation with my friends, and hunting was brought up. And I said the same thing. I wouldn't want to kill him, you know, unless I needed to. And skinning was brought up. And they were like, well, you think you could, like, skin it? I was like, shit, I'd try. You know what I mean? Like, I would try. Like, give it a shot. I'm not saying I could or couldn't in this moment. But I'd try.
But I mean, think about it. Like a lot of people now, they have to rely on a freaking microwave to make their food.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Not even using the stove top to
I've
cook.
noticed that, and I'm scared because I can't tell you how early I learned to use the stove. Like I learned to use the stove like so early, like because I remember, you know, like during summertime when it was just me and my sister. She's older, 5 years. When it was just me and her during the summertime, my parents weren't there to cook. They were at work, you know? Well, what about food? Well, we can't eat out every day, so we'd have to figure stuff out. Shit, put chili on the stovetop.
Yeah.
Put some beans on the stovetop. Grab
Fry
a can,
an egg.
fry an egg, grab a can of something. Just make something.
Basics, foundation.
Yeah,
We're losing foundation. We're losing the basics.
Yeah, I think it's like it's crazy to me because I thought that was so. Because I've noticed that. I thought the stove was just like everybody's go-to.
Yeah, it's necessary.
Yeah, I feel like it's not everybody's go-to anymore. For me, that's always been my go-to. Like
I feel
put
like
whatever
we've
on
gotten too
there.
comfortable with depending on everything else.
Yeah.
Like even like for example, I'll bring this up. Starting a fire.
Mm-hmm.
When the fuck are we gonna need to start a fire ever, right? But
I got a couple of lighters on me.
yeah, but like to start a fire with like I don't know some
Yeah.
sticks or something,
Yeah.
Like it sounds like you'll never use it.
Yeah.
But if you don't know like the foundation, that's what really allowed humanity to thrive once
Yeah,
they
that's where we
discovered
started.
how to start fire. And we forgot it.
Yeah. It's like all these all these things that used to be like minute and not thought about and just an everyday life thing is like non-existent. Like I seen a
Incompetence has become the new normal.
and I seen a thing saying that I don't know. I didn't fact check the percentage, but it was like 20% of people actually read once a day.
Yeah, touch a book.
And
Forget read. Touch a book.
And I'm like 20%, right? So there's that percentage. And I seen another percentage that showed, which I don't know about this one because I feel like fitness is becoming more and more popular. It was,
But so has obesity.
yeah, but it was like men our age that are able to do 20 or more push-ups are part of like 15%. Or
What? So
Yeah,
only
so
50% of men
can do 20 or more push-ups.
That's insane.
Right.
Bro, as a kid, be fucking rocking those push-ups up like nothing. I do push-ups every day.
Yeah, no, I try to do push-ups every day too with my stretches.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when I was told that, and I have a pull-up bar that I love. I love the prison workout, man. I love
Yeah.
doing all that shit, the simple shit.
The foundation, the basics.
Yeah, the basics. I like doing the basics. Yeah, it's. I forgot where I was gonna go with that.
About people not being able to do push-ups anymore.
Yeah, so when I saw that stat, I was like, it made me like, shit. Let me go read a couple pages and do 20 real quick, like.
I let me jump on this.
Yeah,
We're in trouble
which
here.
it's like, which I don't read a lot, but I do read a little bit. So seeing that stat, I was like, okay, I guess I'm not completely in that stat, but kinda, But it was a realization for me to be like, okay, I should be doing these things.
Because I don't know, I think it's become very normal for people to think that because they can't, they're not gonna even try.
Yeah, it's like that.
But it's like, what do we gain from that?
Yeah, it's like that fear of failing is there as like a survival instinct, right? So it's like, how would I put this? I'm struggling formulating my words right now. I should have read a couple pages today, people. This is why you read. This is why you read.
Yeah, you don't want to forget what you're about to say.
Yeah, exactly. You don't do that.
Like, there's a lot of wisdom in books that you don't really hear in different places.
And I remember when I was younger, like, there's two things I did more than anything was reading and drawing.
Yeah.
Was my most, like, my go-to thing. That and Legos, of course.
Legos?
Yeah, I love my Legos. But yeah, I think doing all those things back then, you don't think about it. And then now, like we said, we're moving so fast. It's like, you're not doing those things.
Like, I don't know. Like, I think we can both agree that exercise is a necessity that you have to be
100%.
doing at least
100%.
a little bit of every single day.
Yeah.
And people have, like I say people because it's just a generic, you know, there's
Yeah, of
different
course,
people all
of
over
course.
the world, but it's become more widely known or widely thought that exercise is just one of those extra things. But it's like,
Oof. Yeah, that's dangerous because it's like exercise should be automatic. Like
should be like
it should
one
be
of-
part of your routine type of
Yeah.
thing. Like it should be just like drinking water. Like how you need to drink water.
How you
I
brush
feel
your
like,
teeth.
Yeah, same thing. All the shit that you do on a daily basis because you know you need to. That should be on there. And it's like I think people think, oh, workout. They instantly think they gotta go crazy. I gotta do all these things, lift all these
even
weights.
20 minutes.
20 minutes. Go. You could literally go do a jog. You know, start off small. That's all you got to do. Shit. Start off with 5 push-ups, you know, the first day, 10, 15, 20, you know, by the end of the month, how many are you doing? You know? So it's like,
and eventually you're going to be able to do more.
yeah, it's like just start small. I think people's main thing is jumping in and going to the deep end too quick.
Yeah, start fucking
So then
cranking
they-
out 205.
Yeah,
you
so
know?
then they drain themselves and they're like, I don't know if I could go back. Well, you can't go back because you wore yourself out. If
you already broke yourself down.
if you started off small, you know, work your way up to it, I promise you'd feel so good right now. You know what I mean? You'd
feel like you
like
conquer the world.
Yeah, you'd feel good. You'd feel like shit, progress.
Yeah,
you know?
because I mean, you see people, you know, they're not in the healthiest state.
Yeah.
You know, or they have these like symptoms sometimes that they show. You know, either I don't know, their body hurts in a different part, or they feel groggy in the mornings.
Yeah.
Or they can't sleep at night. There's usually something that we can alter or improve on in our lives that can really benefit you in ways that you didn't even expect.
Yeah.
Go
No,
through
I
your
agree.
diet.
Yeah, I agree, 100%. Same thing with the diet, man. Like I've been through a lot of change, you know, especially as of the past few years, and it's been all positive. Like my eating habits, you know, they're not perfect, but they're better. You know, my workout habits, not perfect, but better. So all these things are just getting better for me, you know, or that I'm making better, and it's helping a lot, you know, like my productivity is great. I'm recording every day, you know. I feel creative. For a time it felt like my creativity was like not gone, but kind of sleep, you know,
Dampened down.
like yeah, like it wasn't. I felt it wasn't at its full potential. Like, nah, this is
There's something more that could be there.
yeah. Like I have so many ideas, and they just flood me, and it got to the point where it's like, you know, like that
Yeah.
wall.
Yeah, you see the limit. You're like, what? How do I break it?
Yeah, and it's like, fuck am I doing? Why are you limiting yourself? Like, you know?
Yeah, or what is it that's limiting you?
Yeah, or that too. Yeah.
Because I've been taking I guess what I take into my system a little bit more, or just been more aware of what goes into my body.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I
fair.
mean?
Yeah.
You know, try to eat more. You know, maybe I
Yeah.
shouldn't be eating fucking 6 donuts a day or something just because they're there.
Oof, like donuts.
I love donuts, bro. Donuts.
I
are
love
something.
donuts. I
Donuts
love
and cookies and ice cream.
So dessert. My favorite dessert is cookies.
Me too.
I can fuck a cake.
Yeah.
Fuck cupcakes. All that bullshit. You could take it. Give me a box of cookies. I'm gonna fuck the things up.
What kind of cookies?
Oof, I like a lot, bro. Like I like white chip, macadamia nut, chocolate chip.
Do you fuck with oatmeal raisin?
I do fuck with oatmeal raisin.
You're grown up. Cool.
Yeah. No, I like shit, Joan. I like a lot of cookies, man. I'm not
Dude,
picky when it comes to
no.
cookies.
I've said that before.
Yeah.
Cookies is definitely part of my favorite.
It's like one of the desserts where it's like, man, you could give me whatever flavor, I'm probably still messing that thing up, bro.
Do you like more like crunchy cookies or more soft?
Soft.
I like when they're soft, but they're crunchy on the outside.
Yeah, it's got that little ring around it. Yeah.
Exactly. It's exactly the way I put it.
Hey, you know we fuck with cookies, man.
Damn, I need to go buy some cookies. But like, hand me a box of Oreos, bro,
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
some milk. Do you like milk?
Love milk.
I love milk too.
Love milk. And I know a lot of people hate on milk, so I'm
I
like,
know,
where's
it's so
this
sad.
coming from, bro?
Man, you haven't even tried to live.
Like, I remember when fucking everybody was praising milk. Now I feel
Bro.
like everybody hating milk.
We came into this world drinking milk, and we
And-
have forgotten that foundation.
And I already know, you know, people are like, "Whoa, that's different because it's a cow." Da, 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 da. What? So we can eat the animal, but we can't drink the milk?
Yeah.
Nah, I like milk. Give me the milk. I like cereal. I like milk. Chocolate milk. I love chocolate. Chocolate milk with a passion, man.
Oh, chocolate milk. I haven't had that in forever.
Dude, oof. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
What's it called? And like now, like, again, nothing wrong with people not drinking milk, but now there's like so many different, I guess, things to drink instead of milk. Like we have almond milk. we
Yeah,
have oat
almond
we-
milk. Yeah.
But sometimes I like look at the back of the labels and I'm like, oh, the
Really?
ingredients. There's a lot of shit in there that I don't know. They add things
Yeah.
that is just like, man, why don't you just drink the more literally organic stuff?
Yeah.
'Cause organic costs money. Dude, like I've been noticing that a lot more. Before
Yeah.
I eat something, before I drink something,
Yeah.
I look at the back of the thing and see like the ingredients.
Yeah.
And
You
I'm
smart
like-
for that. I don't do that.
I'm like,
I need to do that.
Is this really healthy? Like, this has become a normal thing. Like, I've been eating this all my life, but now I've become more conscious,
Yeah, like you're
about what it is?
aware, you know.
you know? So I'm like, or like canola oil. I don't use oil like that anymore.
Oh.
I use olive oil. That's something still.
Okay. There's a lot of
canola-
bad in there or what?
I've been reading about it and I can they compare it to motor oil.
Oh shit.
And they say it's healthy heart. But it's not.
I might have to throw some away when I get home. Shit.
You know, buy some butter.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It
Oh no,
was-
we got a big tub, so I'll stick with the butter then.
Have you followed Carnivore Aurelius on Instagram? You should look him up.
What's that?
It's a Instagram page, but it's just stating the obvious that has been seen as maybe not wrong, but I guess not the normal anymore in today's society. So he's like, why don't we just again stick to the foundation, the basics?
Yeah.
Like one thing that he said is that you should sun your balls for 30 seconds.
Oh. Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. When I saw that, I was like, well, that's gonna make my stretch a little harder, you know, like.
Or maybe it's gonna make it a little better.
True. I might be blowing up just because my son was in the nuts.
Where the sun don't shine.
Oh, I gotta flip nuts in the sun. There we go.
So he's like sometimes he'll record himself and he'll be like laying like that in the middle of a beach. I'm like, low key though. It's weird. But
No,
it's a vibe.
it's weird, but I'm gonna tell you this: every dude that I bet you has seen that wants to try it because
Yeah.
I want to try it.
I want to try it too.
I want to try it. Sorry, neighbors, but don't look. You
But
know?
like going back to like the canola oil, the canola oil thing, right? You look at the back of it, you see all the ingredients: seed oil, this oil, that kind of oil.
Yeah,
this
a bunch of crap.
yeah, chemical. And you look at the ingredients of butter, not like the Imperial brand.
Yeah.
That's not butter. That's just
Is Imperial is it like a brown?
kind of yellowish brown box.
Okay, yeah. Yep.
That they sell you as butter. It's not butter. It's vegetable oil that has been frozen up and processed with a bunch of other things.
Are you fucking
For
serious?
real? Go look at the back of the box. You'll see it.
What?
And you see what butter really is. It's milk that has been shaken and stirred vigorously, and that's literally it. Maybe some
Wow.
salt sometimes.
Yeah. Wow.
But we're told to believe that that's oil, that I mean, that's butter.
Yeah.
I mean, even I can't believe it's not butter. You look at it.
Yeah, so I heard I can't believe it's not butter is pretty bad. I've heard that. I don't know the details of it. Try not to use butter too often. But yeah, that's crazy, bro. What the hell?
I mean, butter is just milk and cream.
Yeah.
Shaken up.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's literally it. Would you rather have that or ingredient list of 50 different things?
You already know. Give me the 2.
Give me the 2.
Give me the
Maybe
give me
just
the
the
nat-
20 times.
Yeah. Give me what came out of the cow, please.
Like, I was looking at, I had seen it before. It's somebody telling us how you should be eating more butter instead, right? And he ate, like, he would take, like, bites out of a stick of butter sometimes. And I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, that's bold. That's strong. Oof.
And I was like, I'm going to try that, but not like a bite. I just, like, chopped a little piece off, and I was like, I'm going to try it. I tried it with the Imperial brand at first because I hadn't known about the whole thing I just explained to you, right? Bro, trying to swallow that is impossible.
Really?
Like it's so hard to just. One, it tastes terrible. You really taste all the like the fat.
Yeah, of course.
Oil,
Yeah,
nasty
yeah.
shit.
Just yeah.
And then as it goes down, it just But
It's like some slime. Just
I tried it the other day with just actual like butter, organic butter.
yeah.
And I'm like, it's not bad at all. Like you can literally, it just tastes like cream, like milk.
Yeah. That's crazy. See, I didn't know this. This is all news to me.
Yeah, I feel like everyone should go and follow Carnivore Aurelius.
Carnivore.
I'll send you the link to
yeah,
it.
yeah. But can you? Yeah.
I
Because I'm
posted
always
him on-
interested in stuff like that. You know, like I'm always open to learning new stuff. So shit, I'll take it.
And I think the reasoning to why people don't want to go with that basic standard is because sometimes they find it too hard to live up to that standard.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think it's like that thing how humans we're hard on ourselves.
Yeah.
And I think that goes with it. You know, we're so hard on ourselves. Like, no, I can't do that.
Yeah, but
I can't stick with that. But you can.
Yeah, you can. You're just not trying.
Yeah, you just, man, say fuck it and do it. You can do it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit uncomfortable, but after a while, you're just like your body asks for like the healthier option automatically. It's weird how your body works.
Yeah, it's like telling you. I'm gonna tell you without telling you.
Yeah, your body does tell you
Without telling you.
without telling you. Like, and you see it in different ways. You start feeling a little sick. You're like, that's your body crying for help.
For me, another thing too is like, or maybe your thoughts aren't as sharp. I noticed that too. Is sometimes like, okay, my thoughts aren't as sharp. What did I do wrong? You know what I mean? Another thing I have a problem personally is with just eating enough in general. I've never been a big eater. So especially now, like me trying to eat a lot of meals is hard. I don't eat a lot. I'm always on go. So like sometimes dead ass. I'll be in the middle of recording. I'm like, oh shit, I need to eat, bro.
I haven't eaten all
Did
day.
I eat today? I'm like checking.
It happens to me a lot.
Yeah, I'm like, let me check the time real quick. Oh shit, no, it's been quite a while.
Yeah, I should probably get something in me.
Yeah,
you know, because
literally.
you get in that flow state, but I feel like once you're in there, that hunger makes you want to work even more.
Yeah, right. It's weird. It's like not until I get to the like that worst feeling than when it started. Like, oh shit, okay, nah, I do need to eat. You know what I
Want to hear
mean?
something fucking crazy? Want to hear something?
Let me hear it.
that I
Let me
heard,
hear
bro?
it. Let me hear it.
I heard that. You know, what do you do when you're hungry?
Depends. If I'm working, I'll try to get what I can done and then go eat. Or snack. I do snack.
But if you're hungry,
But if I'm hungry, I'm not doing anything. Obviously,
yeah,
eat.
right.
Yeah.
I heard this and it kind of like made me think, and I'm still thinking about it.
Oh,
Maybe you're not hungry. You just become so addicted to food.
Nah.
No, because it's like I don't know, you've become so comfortable that when you're hungry you just go and eat. But I mean, you're not gonna die if you just, you know, hold it off for a little bit and then you go and eat something good.
I think for the average person, I would agree with you. But like I said, I really don't eat that much. So for me, when I am hungry, it means I'm hungry.
You're not an average person.
Yeah. So it's like, it's weird. It's like like earlier I said, I'm a workaholic. So it's like if I'm not at work, I'm working, and so eating is like, it leaves my mind sometimes, and I know that's really bad. It leaves my mind, and I sometimes I'll eat once a day. Some if I'm lucky, I'll have two meals a day. But yeah, I don't eat that much. So for me, no.
It wouldn't count. It wouldn't apply to you because, again, how you said, you don't really eat that much.
Yeah, no, I don't eat that much. So when like
but think about that,
super
the average
hungry.
person.
Yeah, no, but that's the thing I realized because I heard that statement and I was like, it's got to be true because I used to eat a lot more.
Yeah, whenever you're hungry, you just go to the fridge, grab something, you're eating it already. Just you have that comfort.
Right. And then it's like when I'm in that zone, though, I could give a fuck less.
Do you think it's because you're at a sense of peace?
I do, yeah. I think it's like, I think my body is like, has gotten used to not needing so much food and being okay off of a little bit, that's all I need now is a little bit. So like coffee, I only need a little bit.
All
My
I
tolerance
really
is
need
low.
is a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Let's shake that. 50 Cent. We need to have him on the podcast.
That'd be awesome.
50. If you want to come on.
Please, man.
Fucking welcome.
Please.
But yeah, like it was such a big thought to think about. Maybe a lot of people have become addicted to food.
I do believe that. I do believe that because, like I said, after me having that realization of like, yo, I don't eat that much, but I'm okay. Like I feel healthy. I'm okay. My skin is getting better. It was like, oh, it's not bad to not eat a lot. It's literally quite the opposite.
It's crazy how they tell you the opposite.
Yeah.
That when you're hungry, you need to eat.
Yeah, you need to eat. You're hungry? Eat.
Eat. You have to.
It's like, you don't need to.
You don't need to. You can hold off a little bit.
Yeah.
You can keep working, you know, keep staying diligent.
Yeah.
And then when the time comes where, all right, I really need to eat, you go and eat. Because it's not like people back then were fucking, again, people are going to make that argument. It was like, well, we don't live back then. You know? But it's like, if they were hungry, what did they go and do? They would go out and get their fucking food.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. And they would have to work through the hunger to get the food.
Work through the hunger to get the food. And sometimes they couldn't catch anything.
Yeah. Oh, shit, you're right. That's so true.
And now we can just go drive down to a local fast food place and just eat something super unhealthy.
It's so crazy. Like, you could go and get 20,000 calories in 5 minutes.
Bro, a Starbucks caramel frappuccino is half of your caloric intake.
Shut up. Half?
There's so much sugar in it.
Holy
so many carbs.
Shit.
Yes.
God
Think about
damn.
that for a second, bro. We're sipping on it like nothing, and then we go and eat. Like, no wonder people are getting fat.
Yeah, no, for real. What the fuck? That's actually crazy.
And now, like, obesity has been one of those things that has been defended by society that it's healthy.
Oh my gosh, I can't stand that, man.
Like, stop lying.
It's
bro.
sad.
Yeah.
It's, to me, it's so sad that we're just putting these people's lives in jeopardy because we don't want to hurt their feelings. It's like, what's more valuable, their life or their feelings?
Eesh.
You know what I mean? Like, to me, it's their life. So if their feelings need to be hurt for them to be saved, I'm all about truth, so I'm with it.
It's like, are you going to sacrifice your comfort or are you going to sacrifice your comfort?
Right. No, right. And I think it's like, it's so dangerous. Why is it normal? It shouldn't be normal. And I ask this quite a bit because I feel like it's a valid question. Have you ever seen a? I can use fat, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever seen a really fat old person?
Yeah.
You have.
I think so. Yeah.
I've never seen a really fat old person.
But they're not in the healthiest state. They're like they're like on a little.
I want to
chair.
say the oldest that I've seen of a heavier.
How old are we talking?
I'd say the max has got to be like 40 that I've seen. I've never seen.
I've gone into the 60s. I've seen people
Really?
like in their 60s super fat, you know?
Oh shit.
Because they just, I mean, imagine.
Yeah, but I
now-
feel like at that age they're lucky to even be alive with that much weight, you know? Because I feel like
Exactly. How you said, we're risking your health.
yeah,
You
it's
don't know it.
and I'm no medical expert. I don't know if you would know.
Exactly. So shut the fuck up because you don't know anything.
You don't know anything, bro. Shut up. I don't know. You might know this. But I would assume that it's more dangerous to be obese the older you get, right?
Yeah, you gotta start once you start getting older, you really have to start taking your health into
Yeah,
consideration.
because everything
a
is
lot.
like you're more prone, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, you see like a lot of, you know, I'm gonna use white old people.
Okay.
You know
I'm listening.
that they start getting older, but they start accumulating a lot more diseases.
Okay.
So like they're like I don't know the statistics, but what I've noticed is like they get more prone to like cancer or
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
definitely. My
crazy.
dad's having had a couple skin cancers removed. It's a freckle thing. For that part, but yeah, I totally get what you're saying, 100%.
You know what I mean? And it's just
Yeah.
by maybe, I mean, medicine has been, you know, with anything, if you feel something, instead of going back to the foundation, you just pop something in you and you're good to go.
Yeah. Well, I see it like this.
Mm-hmm.
The medical pharmaceutical companies make insane amounts of money.
Mm-hmm.
And I could guarantee you right now, fixing the problem isn't going to make as much money as putting a Band-Aid on it.
Yeah.
You know? And their goal is money.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not going to make you better. They're gonna put a Band-Aid on there so you come back.
Yeah.
You know?
So if they found a way to make people think that they're very, very sick, maybe, I don't know, in the form of like a pandemic or something, and they sell like a whole bunch of vaccines to people.
Uh-oh.
I wonder how that went.
Oh no, cancel culture.
Come at me, like I'm willing to talk about
Hey,
it. That's
no,
the thing.
for real though, bro. If y'all come at Joan, bro, y'all gotta come at me because fuck out of here. That shit was stupid as hell.
It
Dumb.
was like I
Dumb.
think we can all agree that what was going on was pretty dumb. If you were for
It's-
it or if you were against it, what happened was dumb.
I think. Oh, are we really trying to dive in right now?
Again,
Are
like,
we like how deep are we trying to go into the like the politics? I guess is what I'm trying to.
because even that, like, I wouldn't even consider them politics. It's just that they use that term to scare people away
Yeah.
from talking about it.
But I think, me personally, I just think it's ironic that these things like the pandemic and all of a sudden Trump's got a case and all these things. For me, it's like the closer we get to the election, the more weird shit goes on.
The more weird shit's going on.
So
bro.
for me, I'm like, they're plotting. They're
And again,
plotting.
this isn't. We're not telling you, hey, believe what we're saying.
Oh no, definitely no,
this
no,
is
no.
just what we've been thinking about.
This is our interpretation of what's going on around us.
Yeah,
right
this
now.
is what we are observing.
Yeah, and it's like I work retail, so, and I worked retail COVID, and just dealing with the people during COVID was honestly, I think at one point I was ready to quit. I was like, this is insane.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, because people would attack you. You're not wearing your mask right, or you're
It has
not
to be
wearing
over
a
your nose. It has to be
mask.
over your nose.
Yeah. gonna say this. I worked the whole time through the pandemic. The whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I got COVID once. I remember they called me. Kaiser, how you doing? How you feeling? I feel fine. What's up? You're positive. Oh, really? Yeah. Okay. Well, give me my my paperwork so I could tell work. Okay. That was it. And then I was off for 2 weeks. I had no symptoms. Well, actually, that's not true. I had one.
A symptom to having COVID was having no symptoms.
I had no smell. That was it. Like my smell, which honestly, I wasn't really tripping about because my sense of smell already is pretty bad. so since it's already bad, I was like, yeah, it's okay. We lost 5% more. It's okay.
I mean, we just said it right now. Health is wealth, right?
Yeah.
There's money in health.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah.
So if there's a way to, I guess, manipulate people's health.
I really do believe that they do.
Yeah.
I do. I mean, I know some people don't think so. That's okay, obviously.
Again, we're not forcing anybody to.
Yeah,
believe
everybody
anything.
has their own opinions, and I think that's the whole point.
I just don't like the whole idea that because everyone has their own opinions, that you shouldn't talk about it. People,
Yeah.
You just go straight to cancelization. Cancelization.
To me, it's counterproductive.
Exactly.
It's so counterproductive. We're shutting out conversation.
We're shutting
expecting to get somewhere. It's not how it works.
By not talking, you're not allowed to express your thoughts, meaning you're no longer allowed to think. So are we losing our power to think?
Yeah.
Our freedom to think?
I think we're just losing freedom in general, like slowly. I'm pretty sure you've seen it. I don't know her name or the interviewer's name or wherever it came from, but I saw this video of this girl from North Korea,
Mm-hmm.
and she was talking about the tactics they use over there.
Oh, North Korea.
North Korea. Sorry.
That's like the
Yeah. That was my fault. I'm sorry.
the dictator communist.
And she talks about the tactics they use over there.
Yeah.
And they're using them in our home here, and nobody realizes it. For example, when she
Because they're being disguised as freedom.
yeah, it's like if you were to take a product, keep it the same, and to put a different logo, it's the same thing. It's just it looks a little different. And one of the things, which I totally see it, over there, she said, if your family owned land or your ancestors owned land, you were looked at negatively and your blood wasn't pure. Right. Where they get this shit, who knows? And over here, she compared it to white. She said, white people are slowly looked upon as evil, right?
Yeah,
right.
they are.
For their ancestors' decisions.
It's like people are calling white people racist, but they're being racist towards white people too.
Yeah,
it's counterproductive. How you
right? Yeah, it's like, guys, can we look at this from a logical and sensical standpoint? It's like, and another thing is like words don't mean anything anymore. Well, it doesn't mean that.
Words don't mean that.
It's like,
Words
but
don't mean what they mean.
like, do you notice that? Like, the more we go on, like, it seems like words are like almost losing their value.
You know what's one word that has lost its definition? They made a whole documentary about it.
I'm ready.
Have you seen the documentary on Twitter called "What Is a Woman"?
I want to so bad.
It's
insane. I want to so bad.
Absolutely insane.
I've what is
Such a
it?
stupid
Matt Welsh?
question. Matt Walsh. Yeah.
Walsh. Okay. Yeah. No, I've been meaning to. It's definitely on my list of shit I really need to watch. Along with the one that just came out, the Freedom one.
Oh, Sound of Freedom.
Yeah.
Dude, I was thinking about that yesterday, like literally last night, and it brought tears to my eyes, bro. Like
I'm hearing only good about it, and then honestly, I really do want to see it. I do. I really do.
Like connecting everything together. That's what I've been really focused on. Connecting every single aspect as much as I can, getting as much information as I can. And I think it's that. That's what their main motive is.
Yeah, dude, it's scary. And
Children.
yeah, it's
The U.S. is the #1 consumer of child sex trafficking.
the amount of money that is involved.
$162 billion a year.
What the fuck?
And
You know,
it sounds so crazy that it's so easy not to believe it, but it's like, bro, they're literally telling you this is what's going on.
I feel like it's one of those things that's slowly unraveling itself. The internet.
Again, we're not forcing you to believe this. It's just thoughts.
It's just thoughts. The internet too. Like if you think about it, obviously they're gonna use it to their advantage. But I think,
sure, yeah.
But I think, to be honest with you, I think the internet is one of those things where they know it's not as controllable as they think, and I think it'll help us in the long run. Maybe not right now, with certain people in charge or whatever, but I think it's gonna swing. I think it'll swing the other way eventually. Hopefully. I think it's just a matter of time, and I think it's gonna take. To be honest, I do think it's gonna take some bad things for us to kind of
See the good things.
to be like, oh shit, we need change ASAP.
Yeah.
Like we're going in the complete wrong direction. And I really hope it's sooner than later, because I feel like the further we go, the harder it is to swing back the other way. You know?
I even posted this on my Instagram yesterday. You can't beat the Matrix. Right? Just an example, right? You can't beat the Matrix, but the only way to really, I guess, make a change in the Matrix is by either make it work for yourself.
Right. Yeah.
Or you just pretend to live this false reality, or you just step out of the Matrix, open yourself to like a bigger truth, and then you really understand what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's that last one is probably where I'm at. You know, just kind of like sitting back and taking in all the information. And just, like you said, trying to put it together, you know?
And it's scary to take in all that information, because it's like, what do I do with all this?
And another thing now, too, is like, even when you do take information, it's like, what's true? It's like, what's true anymore is, you would think, we think, oh, internet, you know, it's easy to find out, da-da-da-da. Is it? Is it really?
Again, it's not about believing what's true in a sense. At least for me, this is what I think about it. It's like, maybe because they'll tell you that this is true, and they'll tell you that this is true, they'll tell you this is true, but it's not the truth.
Right. And I'm big on that. Like, I'm truth, you know, like I just want to. That's it. I just want to know the truth when it comes, even simple things like friendships or relationships. Truth is everything for me. Honesty is everything for me.
So, do you remember, I don't know if you had him. Do you remember Sareed? AP literature teacher. I was talking to him, because he posted something on Instagram, and I brought up false prophet. You know, someone who pretends to play the word of God and, I guess, spread his messages to the world and makes them believe that this is the truth, but it's not. It's just the person pretending to play him.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
you know? So when I say, like, I stick to God's truth, it's just maybe not God per se, but, like, the
truth. Yeah.
not what that person said is the truth, not what that person said is the truth.
The actual.
Because even churches have been infiltrated by the government now,
Dude,
I think it's always been.
I believe so. Because like when you learn about it in history, you know, you see they've done some
The two main
fishy shit.
Yeah, the two main powerful figures was the government and the church, and supposedly there was always like a separation between the two. But you could see how they were all like, "Oh, this isn't working. We need them to change this." Like coffee, for example. I'll bring that up.
Yeah.
Coffee was seen as a sin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but and it was the plantation workers when they moved over to South America. I think I learned this in my world history class.
Okay.
That they were drinking their coffee, but because it was making them act with a spur of energy, they were like, "Oh, that's devilish work. It's making you act in a different way that's not normal to what you are as, you know, pure."
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So they took it away. Right? They took it away from all the plantation owners. They're saying, you know, you're doing bad, so they're no longer available. So they start slowing down in their work. You know, they're like, "Oh, these plantation workers aren't working as fast anymore. They're not making us enough money. Why? Oh, it's because we took away their coffee. Okay, so just say that it's okay to drink coffee. So we can get more money off of it." So then the whole idea gets changed, and they give the coffee back to them so they can start working again.
Wow. To think that even then it was a money thing, you know?
Yeah, money thing, dude.
Yeah.
I guess money really is the root of all evil.
Because I don't know how I feel about that statement. It's like I totally get what you're saying.
Because I know, I get what you mean too. That's why I asked, because I don't know.
Yeah, that's
I see
tough.
both sides.
Because like let's, for example, you know, like if you won $1 million, I mean, I don't see you having any kids come through here. You know what I mean? Like, I think I think it comes down to like the person, you know? I feel like for us, it's we have a grounded perspective because we've lived with the basics, right? Compared to like with people with power, money, they didn't have an average or regular come up sometimes, and I think I honestly think it messes with their mental a little bit.
Ego.
Yeah, just overall.
Because like money can be a great sense of opportunity.
Yeah, but I think an opportunity for
Good or bad.
yeah, it's like temptations. You know, like with money, are you gonna feed into the temptations of buying what you shouldn't?
Yeah.
Or are you gonna buy what you should?
Yeah.
You know,
it's so easy to buy the things that you shouldn't just for the sole fact that you feel good.
Yeah, and if you think about it too, we see it all the time. You know, you go on social media, get some clothes. You know, oh, this rapper he got a chain. I want a chain. He got a grill. I want a grill. Shit costs $180. I want one that's cost $200.
I'm gonna buy a $3,000 dog, and then after a while, because I can't be responsible and take care of it,
damn, $3,000 for a dog.
You'd be surprised, bro.
Holy shit!
You'd be very surprised. But
see,
you know?
go to the pound, bro. You know, they need a home.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Yes, sir.
You know.
Yes, sir.
I think people take advantage of that power.
Yeah.
And abuse the power, and they'll live up to that responsibility.
I think it's like they get too comfortable, and in that position of a power, because it's like when you're in that position, you could do what you want. You know, the limitations aren't necessarily there for you as much as per se me. You know, my wallet limits me to where I could go. Where them it's like, well, it don't matter.
I mean, if you look at China, like, have you seen that? That like if you get close to somebody that isn't in the same social credit score as you, that you can't even talk to them because an alarm rings on your phone.
up.
If you get a, like, let's just say I had a social credit system that was up here, and you had one that was like down here. If you were to call me, it says, listen, you can answer the phone, but your social credit is gonna go down.
Shut up.
Meaning your life is gonna get worse just by simply talking to that person.
Are you kidding me?
No jokes.
Oh my god. So hold on. Like a social, it's a social thing. Like,
Yeah.
dude, have you seen Black Mirror?
I haven't, but I've heard a lot
Tell
of things about
me
that.
why. You just described one of the episodes word for word, bro.
Because it's actually going on.
Dude.
And it might be to where they want the United States to get to.
I'm telling you right now. Obviously, everybody could believe, you know, you guys could believe what you want to believe, of course.
You have that freedom, people.
You have that freedom, please.
Don't abuse it.
But I honestly think they will try it. And I think it will not work out because I have a feeling every red state that they try to do this to is not going to be too happy.
Mm-hmm.
And if it does go in that direction, I'll be one of them. Because I believe in freedom over everything else. You know, I believe we should be free. I should say what the fuck I want to say.
Talk to whoever you
I
want
want to talk to who I want to talk to.
Move to wherever you want to move to.
Exactly. It's just it's happening slow, and I think it's happening slow so that way people, it kind of goes under the radar. It's like, I like to compare it to a snail. Snails are slow, right? I never see them coming. You know? I never see them coming. I never see them. You see them coming?
Nope.
No, I just, bam, there that motherfucker is. Oh shit, where you come from?
Yeah.
And I feel like,
That's a good analogy.
yeah, and I feel like that's what they're doing. Is if as long as it's under the radar, no one's gonna say nothing.
No one's gonna say
You know,
anything.
you know.
And it's sometimes disguised as something good.
Yeah, of course, and I think that's like their biggest tactic at this point is kind of rebranding something that's completely different, you know,
Yeah.
or using certain words on newscastings to trigger certain
Have
people.
you seen that clip?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Where they like say certain words and then certain words, and it just goes to like 1,000 different news stations
Yep.
saying the same exact thing, the same exact way.
For example, Joan, I know we got to keep clarifying this. Everybody have your own opinion, please.
Yes, but think.
Yeah, I think. For example, like when you watch the news,
I
and
don't
you
watch
hear-
the news.
I don't watch the news. The only time I see is at work. I'll check in every once in a while. I like to know a little bit of what's going on. But when they mention a murder or something, it's like, when do you hear they mention the races?
I think all the time, to be honest with you.
They do, but I feel like I hear the same stories, or at least in this that fits a certain argument,
A certain a certain
opinion, I guess.
what's the word I'm looking for? Ideology,
Yeah, like ideology. It almost
agenda.
perfect agenda. It feels like I'm gonna use all the right words and just the right sentence to make certain people mad.
To make people
Not everybody. Not everybody.
And I wouldn't say mad, to make people divided.
Divided. Yeah, that's better. You're right. I would say divided. And it's like, that's what they want. And my dad told me this a long time ago, and it stuck with me ever since. He looked at me and was like, you realize, you know, all the races, they're divided sometimes.
There's always going to be something to divide
Yeah.
everybody. Yeah.
But if we all got together, the government would actually have to do their job.
Because they have a threat.
Because they have a threat. Yeah, they have a threat. All of us separate isn't a threat. It's what they want, you know?
And emotional men, you know,
It's easy to
You're not gonna fight
control.
back.
Easy to control. You know, when you're stoic, you can't be controlled.
and then money, you know, they make it harder for men Divorce rates go up. They got to pay child support. They don't pay child support. They go to jail.
Yep. I'm telling you.
Now women are left to work. Things get harder. Now they can't make enough money to provide for their kids, meaning they can't take care of their kids.
Yep.
Kids get taken away.
And
the government
or
got exactly what they wanted.
And or government assistance, which is another thing I know they like. I know they like that.
Assistance.
Well, yeah, assistance. You see what I'm saying?
Nothing's free here. You know?
Oh, yo, no.
Everything
Nothing
comes
is.
with a price.
Yeah.
But it's such a scary thght to think about.
It is. It is. Well, I feel like another scary thing about it too is like, what do we do? Like we could, and I know people are gonna say, "Well, you vote the right people in." Can we? Is there right people anymore?
Because right now the people in power have been in that position, or at least in the freaking, I guess, White House.
Yeah.
For many, many years. They've been there since, I'm talking JFK, dog.
R.I.P. JFK, bro. We miss you. Yeah, what the fuck? When I see the ages on some of these motherfuckers, man.
Bro, did you see that? I forgot who it was.
Like, what?
But he was just like, talk.
And he froze. Oh my god, I did see that.
He just stood so still. I was like, there's no way.
Dude, and my thing is like, how does no one see that?
No
and,
one's being
like,
logical anymore. Like, that person's not working
Hey, yo,
anymore.
check
Or
on my man.
there was this one lady who was like at this, I don't know what it was, but it was like a big meeting, right?
Yeah.
And they asked her a question if she agrees with it, and she does say aye. And she's like, well, last year we had this amount, and you hear the lady next to her just say aye. And this year we're thinking that we're going to have, just say aye. Huh? Just say aye. Oh, aye.
Wow.
This is going on in our government, bro. Like those little things.
Yeah.
Like it's not even like, well, you should believe it or you shouldn't believe it.
No, but it's a telltale sign.
There's a whole fucking video proof that you can go and see, and it's happening.
You're like, no, this was national TV. Like
Everyone can see it. There's a clip. There's
Dude,
a video.
But my thing is like, from a country standpoint, that's so embarrassing.
It is.
Like for me, like as a country, how are we not embarrassed?
The people in the country, we the people of the United States, to form a better or perfect union, to establish justice. Dude, what happened to everything?
Games, motherfuckers playing mental games with
They're
us.
playing with the game of life.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and they're trying to cover it up as politics.
Yeah. Of course.
I'm glad that you were able to like go with me on this conversation.
Oh yeah, no, I'm right. Honestly, everything you've said, I agree with you so far. I'm
and I think it's
completely with
starts
you.
with that. Just
completely with you.
making people aware that they're in a matrix.
Yeah, but the tough part is I've learned, because like I said, I'm a very logical person, you know, and I feel like you are too, obviously. Not everybody's on that wavelength.
Yeah,
And
you
it's so
can't
hard for
force-
me to deal with that, you know?
It's super hard because it's like, dog, they're trying to destroy us,
Right.
but you're not listening. A philosopher does not enforce their philosophy upon people.
I like that.
Philosophy 101. That's
I like
one of the
that.
rules, you know?
I like that.
I can't, how in the movie The Matrix, I can't, all I'm offering you is the truth.
Oh,
Nothing
you're
more.
right. That's such a good example, honestly. Matrix has aged so well.
You know? And
Yeah.
you've seen it in movies.
Yeah.
You know, maybe those movies were trying to send a message to something bigger.
I believe it. Shit. I believe that I do believe there's like good people in Hollywood.
For sure. Yeah.
Obviously I think the good people in Hollywood are probably in danger from not being that way.
Or not being in Hollywood anymore.
Yeah, literally. But that's one thing I've definitely thought about. Like I've thought about it, you know, like what if, you know, tomorrow some shit blows up. I have just a random song that blows up. I'm a truther, you know. So me, I would never, you know, tell lies just because the label told me to. I would never dress
But
different.
think about that.
differently.
If you're saying something that you know is true,
Yeah.
and you want to say it, but they're like, well, now you can't have a career because you're not saying what we want
Oh
you
yeah,
to
I
say.
thought about that. I've thought about that. Yeah.
Or think about, like, this is just a big if. They come back to a clip or a video of you saying something. They use it.
They're out
against
there. I promise you.
you. Yeah.
I'm just being honest. They're out there, bro. Look, I'm so annoyed of this whole, like, everybody on their fucking high horse, man. Like, it's so stupid to me. Like, we're all human, bro. We fuck up. We say shit that we shouldn't say. We do shit we shouldn't do.
But because of
course.
that, because of the thing that you said in that one clip many years ago or something,
Yeah, then I'm done.
then you're done for the rest
done.
of your life.
Yeah. It's dumb. I
You
think
can
it's dumb.
You can try your hardest to make music, but it's not going to work.
Yeah. And it's like, for me, it's like, why is that the scenario? So we don't believe people can change, or we do. You know what I mean? Because if we do, then cancel culture makes no sense. If we believe people can change.
Hypocrisy.
Yeah, if we believe people are the same their whole life, then sure. I could get behind cancel culture if we all stay the same, but we don't.
So you
know?
can't work.
It doesn't
It's faulty.
work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. And to me, it's unproductive too. It don't work.
So do you think that America is slowly moving towards a totalitarian government?
Yeah, I do.
Scary, huh?
Oh yeah, dude. I honestly think about it, not like all the time, but I do think about it pretty frequently. Especially because, you know, we're getting older, and for me, like, I think future, obviously in the long run, this is gonna fuck up our whole future.
I heard this quote the other day, and it was, "The fear of God began with the start of wisdom."
I like that.
So you start gaining that knowledge, gaining that
Yeah.
wisdom, you start knowing shit. You start putting things together. It can get kind of scary,
Yeah.
but it's like you kind of need to know the truth,
Yeah, dude.
as scary as it is.
I'll take the scary truth any day, as long as this is the truth for me, you know? That's just, I value the truth. I've always been told to be honest, and that's how I am now, so.
It's scary, the world we're living in now.
Hell yeah, bro. And you know, like, to think about this. Like, my personality type is very direct. Very direct. And nowadays, you know, that's pretty sketchy. I gotta worry about offending somebody,
Hurting someone's
you know. So, like,
feelings.
at work, I don't do well with sensitive people. I don't, like, it's not that I'm
Insensitive.
Yeah, it's not that I'm insensitive. It's just, like, the way I grew up wasn't like that.
Yeah.
It was very, like, say what you gotta say. You know, be
And be
direct.
able to take a joke.
Yeah, and take a joke. It's like, and I feel like we don't have enough of that. Like, we're too sensitive.
Too emotional.
I like laughing, man. I got a dark sense of humor. You know, stereotype jokes, hilarious. Hate me for it, you know. What's another thing? Oh, our gay jokes. You know, it's like simple shit. Like, it's crazy to think that it's like, oh my god, oh my god.
It's like,
You know,
one thing I heard,
It's like-
I think it was probably on Instagram, but it was like that a gay person will get offended if you call them gay. But it's like, why are you getting offended? You shouldn't be getting
Exactly.
offended.
dude. So
And I feel like the people who like really own up to it,
Yeah.
will literally be like, yeah,
yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
obviously.
It's
You know what I
true.
mean?
Yeah.
So again, that's one of those tactics that was made to divide everybody into fighting.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's always funny. For me, I'm bisexual. So when I do make jokes, and, you know, people kind of like, I'm like, it's okay, guys. Like, on my card, you know, like, it's the fact that I even have to do that is so stupid. You know, like, one, I shouldn't have to tell anybody. You know, it's my business. But yeah, it's like,
So it's kind of ironic when you see everybody going out there to.
yeah, like you could blurt this out, but like when I hear like, you know, it doesn't bother me. Why would I care what if somebody else says? That's not doing anything for me, you know, like, oh my God, I'm so hurt. Oh wait, I'm still in the same spot, you know. So
Nothing
it's
else
like
changed around me except for my emotion. You evoked something within me. Am I gonna allow it to change me as a person?
And then, but at that point, for me, it's like, nah, you the one with issues, not me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not tripping. I'm doing me over here. So.
Yeah, and I'm not hurting nobody.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm just doing my thing, minding my business, you know, not hurting nobody.
The fact that, that was a good point that you said. The fact that you even had to ask, you know, or point it out or something.
Yeah, it's like, to me, it's like the same people are like, well, you shouldn't have to say it. Well, then how would you know if they can or can't say it?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Say it again.
So for example, they say, oh, well, you're if you're gay, right? For example.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't have to come. They say, oh, you shouldn't have to come out. But in the same breath,
I'm supposed to read your mind.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like, which one is it, guys?
It's
you
like
know?
It's like that. I heard this in a video. It was, that when a girl says that it's fine, that it's really not fine, and the guy should know that. It's like, so guys should be able to read minds. Yes. But how come when a girl, you know, something, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
and she was like, oh, and she just leaves because she knew like how she just contradicted everything she said.
Yeah.
I'll probably find a clip or something, but
Oh yeah,
put it in.
definitely. That
But-
should be hilarious.
You know, it's just I don't know. We have to be aware of the division.
Yeah. I think slowly.
It's gonna be called the divided states.
Yeah, man. I seen like theory videos on what people speculate what happened with all that.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting to see. But yeah, dude, like you said, it's scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so scary. It's like, I want to be able to live in a small town and start a family, sure. But it's like, with this future, we have no idea if we're going to be at war with ourselves, at war with the government, at war with another country at this point. It's who knows? We might have another historical event tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, at this rate, who fucking knows?
Crazy.
Who knows?
That is crazy.
Yeah, so the future is definitely weird. It's not as... I feel like the future isn't positively looked on as it was. Even I feel like it's more seen in a negative light.
So
because we all kind of know we're not going in the right direction.
So there's no more progression. We're going into a regression.
I believe so.
Crazy.
I believe so.
It's fucking crazy.
Sad.
I think we're gonna end it here. 2
Okay.
hours and 22 minutes.
It's how long?
2 hours and 22
Oh,
minutes.
shit.
You know, we dove deep into this conversation.
Yeah, I
bro.
know we did.
I don't know, bro. Again, we cannot change anything that you guys believe.
Yes, please. Everybody have your own opinion, man. Even if you disagree with both of us, or cool.
And you gotta be open to different opinions.
Different opinions, new ideas,
Conversations.
conversation. Yeah, and if it gets heated, just take a breath.
Yeah.
Just take a breath and realize you are both human. You just have different opinions. That's it. And
But yeah, think about the things that we said.
yeah,
Just
definitely.
think. Don't believe it. Think about it.
Oh yeah, and also go stream Gangi.
Let them
Go
know where they
stream
can find
me.
you bro, before we leave.
Okay. Gangi on all platforms. Capital Gangi. I just recently dropped a track last week called React. Go ahead, check it out. Let me know on IG. Or are you gonna put all this stuff in there?
On what?
In the video?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're
Well, I'll just send it. You know what I'm saying? I'll send you the IG, all that mess.
Yeah, all of that's
Put
gonna
it
be in
up
the
there.
description.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it. This was awesome, though.
Yeah, it was a very interesting conversation.
Yeah, no, I love this. This is dope as hell. Your podcast is sick, man. Thank you for inviting me on.
Thank you for coming on, bro.
Of course. My pleasure, man. My pleasure.
I'm really glad that you weren't scared to talk about something super deep.
Dude, when I before I got here, man, I was thinking about it too. I was like, what if we dive in? And I was like, you know what? It's not in my DNA to not speak what I want to speak. So
That's
you know, I'm
respect
been
that.
doing it forever. My dad's this fucking redhead Irishman who's always done it, you know. So he gave that to me. Yeah.
So it's always just been part of your nature.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it gets me in trouble sometimes, but it's okay.
Especially now.
In
this
it's
modern
okay.
times.
I try to watch myself. I'm like a more filtered version.
Yeah, but you honor and respect the truth.
Yes, sir.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys happen to enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to follow us on Instagram. If you guys are over on Spotify or any audio listening platforms, come over to YouTube. There's a video podcast over here. It's so much better. You guys can see our reactions and everything, all of the actual conversation. Other than that, I'll catch you guys on the next podcast.
Bye, guys.
Episode 72 is done.
72. Damn, you getting up there. Man.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah.